Good evening, morning, whatever time of day it is, everybody. Uh, Welcome to some Savage Riffs. We're back here over at Slices and Dices. Going to do a little bit more Savage Riffs for y'all tonight. Should be a good time. Where we left things off, things were a little tense, so it'll be interesting to see how tonight goes. I think we'll have some folks introduce themselves. So I'm just looking at the overlay here, and let's have Planck go first.
Hi, I'm Planck. No, I'm Brad, playing the character of Wilhelm Planck. What is he? He's like rogue scientist, basically MacGyver of the Rifts wastes. So with
Cool.
glasses, and without his glasses, he is a very sad individual. He
My
turns into
glasses.
he turns into Velma from the
Me without
Scooby
my
Doo gang.
glasses.
Yeah. My glasses.
All right.
So yeah,
And
there you
then,
go.
all right, cool. And then down there at the bottom, we got Kriptk, also known as Gordo.
Yep. Hi, everybody. I'm Gordo. I'm playing Kriptk the Leyline Walker, and actually the one-armed Leyline Walker after our session last time. So we'll see how this turns out. Hopefully, won't lose more limbs.
All right. And then we have Red over here, the other way there. I don't know, whichever way. Yeah.
Yes, I'm Red. I'm playing the healer of the group that last session did the opposite of healing. And yeah, playing DR 51773. But there's a little Easter egg in that, because if you put 51773 in the calculator and hold it upside down, it spells out Alice. So, Dr. Alice.
Boom.
All right. So, just a quick recap of last week. We met our new Legionnaires, members of the Tomorrow Legion, a group of concerned people that live in the Rifts world, and they're not aligned with the Coalition states. They are not aligned with the Federation of Magic. They are not aligned with really any major faction, and they want kind of prosperity and every cooperation with everyone. They do community outreach stuff. They're trying to map the world because the world has changed, build communications, help people in need, and that sort of thing. And so they take in refugees at Castle Refuge. This group of refugees this evening signed up to be Legionnaires, and they are doing a survey run. So they are being sent to a distant point to do some surveying of an area and then return with that data. However, if they come across people in need, they are to render assistance as best they can. And they did. They came across a group of dimensional being aliens, also known as DBs, who were fleeing from a group of a significant number of Skelebot robot soldiers of the Coalition, with a few Coalition grunts following behind giving commands. And a gunfight ensued, and somebody lost an arm. Some Skelebots may have been run over. There were some things that happened. Their vehicle got shot up, and but now they've found out that there are more of these aliens, more of these DBs that are being captured, and they have gone to examine what's going on and try to stop it if they can. And so that is where we are picking up. Is they have come to the location and seen this mighty big map, where there is a fair number of Coalition forces scattered about, as well as an armored APC. So that's where we are. And
So
what are you guys
basically
thinking you're
coming
going to do?
into the story, I think at the end of the last session, Alice did a quick scout of the area and floated up high so he could get a good bird's eye view of what's surrounding, and then he comes back down to the APC to let everybody know, and he will say to more directly at Maria, he says there's more of those robotic skeletons and more Coalition troops So one of those coalition troops was wearing black armor, black and white armor. Is that something specific?
Those of you, the other two, you can roll common knowledge to see if you know what that might indicate.
So,
All right.
okay.
So I have just given you all some bennies. There's a little token above your character now in roll 20. I found out where they had that. So that's kind of cool. You can just, if you click it, it'll open up a little box, and you can just kind of grab it and throw it on the table. And then I can just delete it off the table, and that way we can all track our bennies. And I even get some.
What?
Yeah, I get one for each of you.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I mean, that's great, John.
All right, and then
Okay. Planck, you want to do a common knowledge, see if you know what this black and white dead boy is about?
So I got a 4 on my wild die. It might be a success.
Yep, that
Ooh,
would be
nice.
that would be a success. And Planck, yeah. So Kriptk, you would guess that the white and black armor probably indicates that maybe an officer or something, person in charge. Wilhelm, you, especially since you also lived in the coalition states for a little bit, kind of grew up in that area, you would know that that is some of the new style armor that the coalition rolled out for their war on Tolkien. So it's a maybe a little bit of an upgrade from the standard Dead Boy armor.
Newfangled armor. Excellent.
Mm-hmm. What everybody wants.
Not your daddy's Nazi armor.
Indeed. So, what? Oh, and you also have Maria with you. You have your headhunter, techno warrior, and her railgun.
Yeah. The one that actually got most of the kills last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Our fighting prowess is...
She looks at the three of you and she's like, all right, so you guys got any ideas?
Well, it looks like there are two parties that are patrolling just on the outside. If we can take them first, then they won't come back to help the other ones. So if we can take them quietly.
Well, honestly, since we're on the other side of the river over here, I mean, we can avoid these guys completely, can't we? Over on the road, and just keep pressing on with the tree cover. I mean, yeah, we got to deal with the river, but
yeah, I don't know how quietly you'll be able to do it. That's gonna have some penalties.
Do we think that
or are you
there
talking
more...
going in on foot?
Oh God, no! That's stupid. If I wanted to die, yeah, I'd absolutely go on foot.
Can Kriptk tell? Does he get the sense that there's DBs being held in that vehicle or structure in the middle of the map?
Well, I
yes.
think Alice will point that out. Sorry, I forgot about that. Because he does have additional sensors, so he can actually see inside that, so he can see that there are.
And actually, the hatch is down in the back.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, with the description, Planck, you would also know. I'll take the same general common knowledge roll for both of you. That is one of the Coalition Mark V armored or APCs, also known as a Death's Head. It is about 10 meters in length and about 5 meters high. So it's like a bus. But it has several weapon systems on board.
I want a bus.
But it doesn't look like any troops are currently inside of it that you're aware of.
And it is armored, so
Heavily armored.
or armed. Armed and
Matter
armored.
of fact, yeah, Maria can tell you, like, there's nothing that the group has that would scratch the paint on that.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, did
The
Alice
big
say that
boss fit inside of it.
there are DBs inside of the vehicle?
There are DBs inside the vehicle.
Could the big boss fit inside of it?
Yes, actually.
Yes. Okay.
It can usually, like, transport suits of troops or units of troops in power armor sometimes.
So Kriptk would, realizing he only has 3 other limbs left, would examine the situation and recommend that we're kind of underpowered for this. Maybe we report this back to command and they can send a bigger team out to take care of this.
It'll take him about a day or so to get here.
At least.
Yeah.
It took you three days to get here via an ATV transport.
Well,
What is that noise?
I am relatively stealthy.
I don't know what that was.
I
Everyone
mean,
there?
how? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh shit.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay. So.
My volume turned down on me.
Oh.
I was like, where did it go?
That's fair. No, I was saying I have a D6 in stealth. How is everybody else doing? Because logistically speaking, none of us could withstand the squad that's coming down the road there. So we're gonna have to be stealthy and steal the bus or stealthily kill people and get. But we got to cross the river. That's the only other hitch to this thing. I mean, we could.
The river is about 6 yards wide.
Okay.
And keep in mind, you also do have access to one rocket launcher. Well, mini missile launcher. Which mini missiles would do a what's called a small blast template area of effect. So it's about a 2-meter circle. So
we just need to pray that they stand in a group, and we can drop it dead center.
Well, Maria does point out that the 2 patrols on the exterior are that close. There's also, might be able to get some of the guys.
Yeah, I guess if we're gonna take the vehicle, we have to cross. At that point, there's just kind of no way around it, is there? So am I confusing games? Did we mount a weapon to this thing?
Yes, you did. It's the rocket launcher.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. I guess.
Use the bumper, that's what's for.
I guess we drive in and hit him with the rocket launcher.
Well, how many rounds of the rocket launcher do we have?
I believe you have a grand total of 6. Well, no, 7, because you've got 1 currently loaded, and then you have 6 refills. But it takes like an action to reload, I believe. Maybe longer, maybe 2 action. No, it's.
What skill do we need to have to utilize that decently? Shooting? Okay.
Yep. Their mini missiles are direct fire. They're not. They have no tracking or anything. So it's just a rocket launcher.
Okay.
Some 5 rockets.
Yep.
All right. Well, what I'm thinking is Kriptk's our driver. I can man the missile launcher. I've got a shooting of D6 plus 1. It's better than nothing.
Or you could have Maria shoot.
Yes, we can't. I'm trying desperately not to utilize the NPC so much.
Fair.
And you're gracious enough to give her to us. I just don't want her to be a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
And actually having her bat cleanup, like if we can knock people down with the missile and have her clean stuff up, because she'd be far better as a long-range shot, as we found out last game. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't want to be the de facto loudmouth of the group shouting orders at people. So does that seem reasonable?
I'm not. Well, Alice can't really fly that well, but would Alice be able to, I don't know, help in some way, like help aim or something like that?
I wouldn't really be able to help aim, but he could try to. I mean, if you can think of a way to use your skills to cause maybe a distraction or something, so that they would be unaware, or
I was thinking more like make a rangefinder or something, so he can account for like rocket drop off and stuff like that.
No, I don't think you have the number one. I don't think you've got the equipment to build one, and may not have the time.
Yeah.
So since the ramp is down on this vehicle, I'm wondering if maybe we could use something to make a diversion to draw some of their forces off, then storm up inside, take control of the bus or the armored vehicle, and use its weapons against their own people and take them out that way.
Yeah, ideally that would be awesome.
Possibly.
That's what I was probably thinking as well. Maybe me and Planck could try and infiltrate the bus, take control of it, while Kriptk and Maria go around from the other side. And maybe make the distraction, get them away from it.
Okay.
Well,
So
I and Planck go in around the back and sneak in through the hatch, take control of it, take control of the weapon.
So Kriptk could try to hide someplace and set off basically a plasma blast that would at least give some fireworks,
Yeah.
You know, if
It's a distraction.
in a perfect world, if you could, I'm kind of clicking on the map here. If you could drop something behind them, and we could swing around with the missile launcher while they're looking that way, that would be cool.
So I'm going to point something out. Is that right now they're like this group here is unaware of your presence. What that means in Savage Worlds is that right now, if you were to attack that group, you would be getting the drop on them, which would give you basically like a +4 to your roll, to your attack roll, and also like a +4 to your damage.
Okay. All right. So I'm getting the subtle hint that we're kind of overthinking this.
Maybe.
Okay, so yeah, I mean,
there's options here. We
There's
can either
options.
we can take out the scouting parties one by one, and then maybe use the distraction attack on the main party near the bus.
Yeah.
Because it looks like each scouting party has 2 coalition troops and 3 robots.
Yeah.
So do you think we could handle those on our own? And as he says that, he looks over to Maria, seeing as Maria's probably been in this situation far more times than any other party combined.
Been in a few.
Actually, Kriptk, would you be able to, like, drop like a plasma ball like right in the center there? I mean, it's one thing to distract them, but if we can, because I'm assuming, I mean, the plasma is a charged energy, charged particles. I think that would screw up a robot pretty well. Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, my I've basically like 20 square range. So
Okay.
Do you have anything that does electronic damage?
no, it's plasma damage.
No, plasma damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wouldn't do any kind of special effect.
Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have Kriptk drop it in the center there, and we just fling missiles at him to deal with this group.
Yeah, I think if someone can get on board that APC and take control of it, those weapons
Yeah.
are going to be a lot more effective than our personal ones.
No, absolutely. Because I think what would be kind of cool is if we could, take the dirt path up, and it looks like there's a wide enough space here that we could actually kind of zip into this kind of alley of between the trees. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
seeing, but in this area here, and then we could get closer to the vehicle and try to take it over. I don't know. We'll have to. I'm worried about that part of the plan, but
All right. So, how is this plan starting off? What's happening first?
I think we probably should all roll stealth. At least. See how close we can get, pretty much.
All right. Let's do up some initiative, and then we can kind of go from there. How's that sound?
Okay.
sounds good.
So you deal out initiative cards.
Actually, I figured out how to get it to work correctly. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Hey, John,
we-
as we're starting, can I ask how deep is that creek or river? Is it deep enough that it would impede their crossing it, or is it just really shallow?
it's not very deep. I mean, it's 6
Is it
yards
the water
across. It's
crossing for
probably
the APC?
yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be an issue for you to drive across it, walk across it. It's probably only about hip deep on your average human. So,
Okay.
Not a particularly deep stream.
Oh, so it looks
It
like
would
the...
just slow you down. Oh, one thing to note, because your vehicle is classified as an ATV, that means that instead of having to pay basically, instead of each square counting as 2, they count as 1.5. So you're at like 3/4 speed for moving through rough terrain, which the forest would count as.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, roll an
so-
initiative again. Okay.
what's that?
Roll an initiative again.
You're rolling initiative again?
No, he was
No.
hoping that we could roll initiative again because our numbers are kind of dismal.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, of course, Kriptk gets a high one, of course.
Of course, of course. All right. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Had to refresh, and I forgot I had to reopen all these character sheets. If Roll20 decides to cooperate. Come on.
So do Benny's from last game transfer over?
Nope.
Nope.
At the start of each session, you refresh back down to the starting amount.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Okay.
gonna be.
Well, at least the driver gets to go first.
That is true. That is true. All right. Okay, so we're just gonna move on. Kriptk, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so as we're getting ready to hatch our plan here, what Kriptk is thinking is he would dismount from the vehicle, take up a position in the trees, kind of about here,
Okay.
and then wait till the other guys are in whatever position they want to be before dropping a plasma bomb right in the middle of that south group.
Okay. All right. So, give me. So you're gonna try to stealth there. So give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
Would it be untrained for him? Or is he trained in stealth at the moment?
I have no idea.
I'm trained. I got a D4 though. It ain't great. So now, Benny, you don't have to declare in advance. You can use it to
Nope.
re-roll after the fact, right?
Yes.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't re-roll that. So
No, you cannot. Oh dear.
Critical fumble.
So
that's terrible.
all right, so Kriptk, why don't you tell me how this went horribly wrong?
So Kriptk gets out with his one arm and begins moving carefully through the trees. A tree branch, though, slips out of his grasp, and he reflexively tries to block it with the missing arm. It smacks him in the face. He falls forward, setting off a minor explosion underneath him, and a big blue cloud basically expands away from his location.
Were you walking around with your spell armed?
Yeah,
I mean,
just for flavor, not actually
Yeah.
the spell, but yes,
Yeah.
a little effect there.
Sure. And okay, all right. Let me see if they notice anything. I'm gonna give them a little bonus.
Please God, no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And a raise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they're like, they have taken notice of you, and as a matter of fact, the grunts start heading your way, but just these ones.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, that's fine.
That's all right.
We're pulling them away.
Give me a notice roll, Kriptk.
Okay.
And did you want to like do your movement at least, or did you fall immediately when you got out?
I think he probably fell immediately when he got out, so he's gonna basically stay right next to the vehicle or climb back into the vehicle at this point because
Okay.
why not?
Watch
Sure,
that first step. It's a real doozy.
Yeah. All right.
Not wrong there.
So, but yeah, give me a okay, you did roll a notice. Okay, so you did hear the two coalition soldiers, like as they were passing the robots, they were like, "Stay here, watch the path," and the two soldiers are moving towards you.
Okay. If no one else sees this, I'm gonna try to shout a warning to the or basically give a warning to the other guys in the vehicle.
Oh, well, it was enough that you noticed it. You won't have a chance to shout anything yet, but they have a chance to notice it as well. Like Dr. Ellis could roll a notice right now as a freebie.
Well, I was actually thinking of doing that. Instead of going out a distance, he'll fly straight up and do a
Okay.
notice check to see if anybody else is coming towards the APC.
Were you trying to be stealthy at all with going straight up?
If possible, yes, but that would mean 2 rolls, so
Yeah.
DM discretion if I can do notice and stealth in the same turn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can do notice because the notice I won't like charge you an action for. So,
Okay.
but yeah, give me the stealth roll. Let's see how this goes first.
Okay, stealth roll first. Okay, here we go. Not a rise, I don't think.
Well, it's not a critical failure.
No.
If you'd like to spend a Benny to re-roll, you may.
Nah. I don't think
Okay.
the coalition troops will be looking up that much.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But
Give me
I'll
your
roll
notice
the
roll.
notice now.
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
Is that double ones?
That's number 1's on notice.
Okay.
No, that
Here's what happens.
Looks
'cause
like
I was looking this up.
sevens.
Yeah,
'cause I got
he
a
has
plus
a plus
6.
6, but they're still double ones. and
Oh
that's a
God.
crit fail.
Okay. Yep.
Wow. Roll 20 does not like you, Red. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So, oh dear. Red, your sensors glitch out massively. You're now at a -4 for using your sensors until you get repairs.
I
Those
think
are the
as you're,
advanced sensors out.
I think some
What's
of the. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, so your advanced sensors are basically negated as a like short out as you're like trying to like flip through all your optics and like see what's going on, and using your 360 vision, all of a sudden it just kind of overloads, and you're like, I wasn't built for this. I was not built for tactical combat appraisal.
I was thinking
So
maybe
that being
when
said, I've
Kriptk's
still
little
got a +2.
explosion went off.
Yep. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Gordo?
No, I was gonna say I thought maybe when Kriptk's explosion went off, it kicked up some debris that hit his sensors or whatever and shorted things out.
That could be part of it too.
That being said, I've still got a +2 though.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
not completely out yet.
Nope. And you didn't take any damage or anything. You're just glitched.
No.
Okay.
What did I say yesterday, John? How many refrigeration units am I going to have to create for body parts?
Well, you don't need to refrigerate, Ellis. So
Well, that's fair.
So how long does that last?
That lasts until it's repaired.
Until I think that I can repair that.
Yeah, it'd take about an hour's worth of work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe faster if he gets a raise. But you get up. What I will do is you still technically got a success. So I'm going to give you that. You do, and you're looking to see if anybody was moving. The ones over by the APC are kind of glanced over, but don't seem to be taking too much notice just yet. But you do see that the two soldiers, one of them, their head like jerks up and it's looking at you. So that's what you see. Planck.
Yeah. I think we need to drive the vehicle forward.
Okay.
And you said it's 1.5 move or
it's 1.5 move. Each square counts, instead of counting as one, counts as a 1.5.
Okay. And I forget what's the speed of the vehicle again?
The vehicle, you can do 12 squares without an issue. So in this situation, you could do 8 squares without an issue. If you tried to push it faster, then you would have to do a driving roll.
Okay, so can we? Yeah, I'd like to drive the vehicle up 8.
Okay, well, you should be able to grab the vehicle. Let me make sure that you've got... Yep. You should have access to it. Is it letting you grab it?
Jeez, if I'm... Derp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Okay. And let's see. Ellis is actually technically just right up in the air, but Maria is with you. And Kriptk, you said you're hopping back in, right?
I got back in, yep.
All right. So you're in here as well. Okay. All right. So you drove. Doing anything else this round? Planck.
No.
Okay.
Do we...
Were you trying to be quiet, or are you just going...
Oh, no, quiet. Absolutely.
Okay. Then give me a drive roll. A driving test. Okay, that is
What
a
was
good roll.
these rolls?
But your wild die came through for you, so you were able to, despite. So apparently that little flash and Ellis being up in the air has created a distraction that you didn't intend, but it's the one that you needed because they haven't seen your vehicle creep off to the side.
Praise Jesus!
So well done, good job.
I'm not gonna pat myself on the back yet.
All right, so it's Maria's turn. No one really told Maria what she should do, so she's like, be ashamed to let this rocket launcher go to waste. So let's see what she's thinking. She's like, go there and go there, and then, or, nope, that's not what I There we go. Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, I think I may have a item to fix myself, but it's not. I just read the flavor text, and it's not for glitches.
Nope.
See if I get a wound.
Yep. Nope. There's a vehicle in the way. You can put it there, though. There. It might work.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could? Why don't you go here? Here. See, the real issue is that there's a fair amount of cover between her and that. All right. Yeah, she's gonna rocket this area here. Let's see if I have the right thing. There we go. So she's just gonna fire away. And where is it? No, it's probably because it's on the vehicle, not on her. But I'll just roll a shooting. That's easy enough to do.
Ooh.
All right. Well, she'll take that with the couple of raises there. Or with a raise, I should say. All right. So. Now I do need that. Oh, you know what? I think it might be. Of course. Oh, wait. I know where it is. There we go. All right. Ooh, that's a good
And of course,
hit.
Maria gets all the crits.
Oh, hey now.
Indeed. Yep. So that's a total of 27. And let's see.
I just like the phrase "dumb fire."
Yes. Well done, fire.
All right.
Ooh, suck on
yeah.
that.
Yep. That is 2 dead coalitions.
Damn.
Yeah. Maria's the one that takes out all the enemies, as usual.
Well, also keep in mind these are extras. They don't have
Yeah.
multiple wound levels. They can only take
Yeah.
basically a shaken and a hit, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then they're down. So that was Maria's turn, and she's reloading. So,
Mhm.
all right, but that has kicked a bit of the hornet's nest,
Yeah.
and this guy is gonna start. All right, and then we're up to Kriptk.
Okay, I will. Go with the range. I will go ahead and try to drop that plasma bomb once again.
Alrighty. Can you hit them from there?
Yep.
Nice.
Believe in you.
Pumping it up with some power points.
Yeah, I'm running a little bit low, so I'm going to go. I will not do mega power. Well, actually, these guys have mega, whatever the mega armor is, right? Are these
Yeah.
the same as we fought before?
Yep.
Yeah, let's. I guess I'll do a greater blast with a +4, so it's 7 power points. Does 46 mega damage on a successful
Nice.
attack. All right, so it is spellcasting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a raise.
Yep. Gets you a raise. I think that's an extra die damage, I believe.
It is, yeah. So this basically does. It's
5d6.
a medium blast template, 5d6. Yeah.
Yep.
So 19.
19. All right. I'll do up the wound calculator here real quick. There's no armor piercing on that?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. All right. So, unfortunately, they are bots. So they actually, I would say, fortunately. Let's see.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah. So you hit, and trying to think if they would. I actually need to take a look real quick at the Skelelots. One moment, because I'm not sure if they will be immune to shaken or if they just don't have the shaken.
I think as intelligent constructs, they're immune to shake. I think I'll just double check that.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah.
Construct.
Well, it mentions that they've got a +2 recover, so they must be able to be shaken.
Yep. So they must be able to be shaken. So at the very least, you did put all of them in shake.
Okay.
So
They have
They're
+2
all
to recover, so.
yep. And they can do that on their next turn.
Nice.
Awesome.
Kriptk.
And I'll just stay with the vehicle for now, so I'm not going to move.
Fair enough. All right, and all right, let's see if they can unshake. Where is it? There we go. It did not unshake. They did not unshake. They are. I'm just rolling for the group because it's easier. All right, so
Yay.
they do not unshake. They're like, So, hey, pinned him down for a bit.
Heck yeah.
All right.
How long was it between the previous fight and this fight?
About an hour and a half.
So I would have recovered some power points then, right?
Yep. And you can always also spend bennies to recover 5 power points if you need to.
Okay, cool.
So, Ellis, so the good news is that nobody shot you yet. And the people that noticed you are dead. So,
Hooray!
hooray! However, from your vantage point up there, you do see that a number of the soldiers that were over by the APC are now piling into the APC, and it is starting to emit heat signatures that would be indicative that it is powering up and getting ready to move. And it's your turn, by the way.
Yep. Now, here's a question for you. Moving diagonally 6, like, could I move down, because I'm technically 6 up.
Only if you break out your trig formulas.
Yeah. Yeah, can I go down, right, down and forwards at the same time?
Yeah. We'll probably say, though, that you'll probably cover like half the distance forward.
Yeah, because I was going to stealth, but being up in the air, there's probably no real place to stealth.
There's not, no. Amazingly, the sky is wide open. So yeah, you can. I would say that because your pace is 6, so you can move 6 squares forward, unless you are running, in which case you could roll to make that go a little faster, maybe.
Actually, I won't head down just yet. I'm just going to make a beeline towards the APC while flying 6 feet above, or 6, whatever.
All right,
6
and
yards.
are you gonna? All right, and if you're gonna run,
Yeah.
you can roll a
Quote,
d6.
run, yes.
Yeah.
So roll d6. Where are we? if we click that, does that work?
Ooh, yes, it does. You ran 12 inches because you rolled a 6, so you can move 12 squares.
Nice.
Okay. And is that in addition to the 6
No,
space?
that's added to it.
Ah, okay.
It does.
So 6 plus 6.
Yep.
Okay. So 12 spaces. So if I just make a beeline, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you go.
Yep.
And that will be my turn.
Yep. Yes, it will.
Okay.
All right. Planck. Decisions.
Okay, so you established that we could drive. It's not. This river is not that deep. Yeah.
Correct.
Does this? I have one more to go, but my question is: does this look wide enough that we could get a vehicle?
Yeah,
Like if we were to drive-
I'm not like, yeah, I haven't been really, it's an ATV type thing. So like the trees are not particularly huge. You can you've got space.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna end right there, right on the bank of the water there.
All right. Okay. Anything else you're doing? Because that was just movement.
Yeah, there we go. No.
Not doing anything else?
Well, I mean, I'm driving.
Okay.
And
I will
worried
say
about...
this.
Okay.
You have, from where you're at, you could, in theory, because you've got a pistol, correct?
Yeah.
All right. What's the range on your pistol?
It's the Wilkes 320, so the range is 15, 30, 60.
I'm just pointing this out, is that if you look up here, you are... Oh, hang on. You have a clear line of a clear line of fire at the officer. He's up here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he might be in your range. I don't know. You can, because it's so basically short range is 0 penalty, longer medium range is -2, long range is -4, and then extreme range is -8. So, or is he just outside of your range?
Well, it's 60 is my max range with this.
Right. You can shoot beyond the 60. It's just at -8. Just.
Let's see. My shooting is a D6 plus 1, so I'll give it a shot. I guess I got nothing really to lose.
Sure.
You should be within the 60. It's 120 yards.
Oh, is that? I keep wondering. Is that?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
The range feet or okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna whack that guy or give him a poke. See what happens.
Apologies to any viewers. I have a cat, and she does not like my green screen. She keeps trying to attack it.
How's that look for a shot? 9 and a 4?
Yeah. That's a hit. Okay. Actually, that's a hit with a raise.
Okay.
So that means you get to roll an extra die of damage. Well, there'll be it'll have like an extra die that comes up as like extra damage for you for that. So you get to add that in. That is a very nice hit.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yep. So give me a moment. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, wasn't I the
All
guy
right.
just a minute ago? He's like, I don't know. Well, okay. There's a lesson for you, kids. Take a chance. You never know
That's
what
right.
could happen. What's the worst that could happen is you could blow off your own face, right?
Well, let me just put it this way. That pistol shot did more damage than the rocket launcher.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
plasma bomb.
Because yeah, the rocket launcher just did what, 21?
Yep.
And your pistol did 27.
Yeah, you literally just one-shotted him.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
Sorry.
you did a success, which puts him into shaken. You did a wound. Well, you had 4 raises on top of your success, so yeah, you did 3 wounds, which is the cap that you can do in one round. So yeah, you one-shotted the guy.
Hey, John,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Please don't take it out on us.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That's awesome.
Okay. Wow.
Making the fight interesting.
I
So much for that new technology armor.
yeah, I was kind of dreading this fight. Granted, it's not over yet, and we could still all die. But
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, as he was a wild card just like you guys were. So yeah, you can see how it can go real bad real quick.
I want to point out he may be dead, but he still has both arms.
He does.
well, we could fix that in a little bit.
Maria she's impressed. And she is going to light up the 2 troops that are still outside the APC, actually. So let's see what's the range for her. Oh, that's easy. So Maria with her railgun, which I did a little bit more reading, and it only fires in full auto. So it's 3 shots whether I want it or not.
That's fair.
Nice.
Yep, 3 skill dice. All right, so that's it. Well, that's one hit and 2 hits with raises. So that is that's going to be a fair amount.
Nice.
So first shot, that's not great. That's only 9. That's not going to do nothing. Again, that'll do a little bit more, but it's 11.
I believe in you,
Raise.
Maria.
Yep. She takes out one of the guys, and then the last guy is just obliterated. So
Nice.
So that is these 2 out here down as well. All right. Yeah, I can remove him from the initiative order. And like nobody, yeah, I don't even know what the coalition forces are thinking at this point. So
I honest to God feel bad for killing just one shot.
That's all right. No, that's great. It's awesome. Kriptk, you're up.
Let's do. Well, what the heck? We'll do another plasma bomb. Same location.
All right, at the skelly bots. Sounds good.
Yep.
Because if you hit this time, they will take a wound. Well, if you hit and do enough damage, they will take a wound and be done.
Okay. See here.
Cast the magic. It's a success. Your spell goes off.
I may spend a minute to reroll and see if I can get a raise on that one.
Sure. Or, just have a success.
Yep, but probably is not going to be enough. So that's the mega damage. There'll be a 46.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping for some exploding dice here. Alas, no, only a 14.
No, and I can tell you already that is not enough to get through their armor, because they've got.
Now, can you spend more than one Benny on the same action or no?
I would allow it because it's being spent on a different thing. So if you want to re-roll the damage, go for it.
Okay. Even worse.
Oh no!
All right.
All right. Well, there it goes. It's a good light show, anyway.
It was. All right. I just need to do some moving of things. I need to roll me a d6. Okay. All right. So the two remaining like grunt dead boys are moving forward, and they have ordered the Skellybots to rendezvous with the APC. So, all right. And
Would we know if Skelebots can, like, do simple tasks like drive, or are they just grunty shooters?
they can be told to drive.
Okay.
So, all
Okay.
right. So, let's see here. Actually, no, because you've been casting magic at them, and they're programmed to attack magic. So now they're going to start lighting up your vehicle.
Yeah.
Get a bats. That's a miss. Even with the group, nope. So because I can do a little thing in the So they open fire towards the vehicle. Nothing happens. They're not terribly good shots.
They lighten up the trees, doing a little pruning.
Yeah. There's going to be a nice forest fire soon.
Hooray!
All right. I need to pull that sheet up real quick. All right. All right. So there's a gunner. I'm just gonna ping it over there, and he got on one of the anti-personnel lasers, and he will fire that. Oh, so still got that. All right. So and. Let's see. I need to look some specific here.
Who loses a limb this time?
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. You know, give me a second. It is mega damage. Well, I will say that it's actually going to hit your vehicle. So that is. Let's see. On your sheet Planck, there should be a little vehicle tab, has an airplane?
Yes, sir. Okay.
All right. So on that,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me. And hang on. I am hopping all over the place. Do. Come on. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Oh, never mind. I already have it here. So I just need to know how much. Okay. Let's see. You did taken 21. AP on those is 5.
Ooh.
Okay, so your big boss is going to take. It will take 2 wounds, which
Okay.
is going to slow it down, cause some problems for handling and that sort of thing. But it's still functional. I believe your big boss can take a total of 4 wounds.
Can
'cause
take
it's
up to
large
4.
size.
Yep.
So it's
Alright.
still functional, but that definitely hurt your vehicle.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. I have marked it as such on my sheet.
Okay. And let's do a little tribey drive for this guy.
Oh, thank God.
All right, yeah, and he does not get the group crit check roll. So he actually, you just hear like the grinding of gears and metal squealing as the driver of the APC like just utterly trashes and damages the transmission system of the
Oh, thank God.
APC. It's still functional and it's still drivable, but it
Yep.
is reduced.
Okay.
Because he's panicking because his commanding officer has been shot. A lot of people are dead. He does not know what's going on.
That is
So
fair.
we're up to Ellis.
Alice is still going to move towards the APC as fast as he can. So, can he roll running twice in a row?
Nope. You'll go your full pace, which is 6, and then you roll the d6, and that'll give you your extra movement.
Yeah, is there a downside to using running twice?
Like 2 rounds consecutively?
Yeah, like
No.
do you get
No.
exhaustion or something like that?
Nah.
No.
Not yet,
But-
anyway.
Okay. Okay, let's see how fast he can go.
I would guess that whatever your vigor die type is, so like if you have a D4, you can maintain a running for like 4 rounds before you're like or you need to slow down because you're overheating or something. But hey, you can move 10 squares. So
Nice.
There you go. Moving towards the APC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm up to the stream.
Okay.
And
Done.
ignoring all difficult
Yeah.
terrain because
Yeah, you're just flying through the air. Alrighty.
and
Planck.
actually, before I end my turn, could I maybe make I don't know if it would be a notice or electronics check to see if he can figure out a way to disable the APC? in this
No.
distance? No. Okay.
Yeah. It's technology you're not familiar with, so you honestly would have no idea.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
Just thought to ask. Right,
yeah,
because
no,
I
no.
can't cast electricity, like
Yeah.
electronics at distance. It's like, disable!
Right, and it may not work anyway, so. All
Yeah.
right. Planck, what you doing?
All right. Gosh, I keep clicking that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Oh, Yep, I'll move people. Are you trying to move further, or are you measuring range?
No, I'm
Okay.
not measuring anything currently.
Okay.
That's me.
Oh, that's you.
I am going to.
Everybody picked a pastel color for
Is
your.
is this somebody on a gun? I know this person's on a gun.
That's the driver inside.
Okay.
Matter of
Okay.
fact, I can do this. Let me
They're all
move them to the
inside.
GM layer.
Okay. No.
That should ease confusion.
No, thank you very much. Okay, so we can't target them.
No.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that kind of changes that plan. We are not making a direct assault on that vehicle because that would be stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going to go that way instead. And I am going to shoot at this robot.
Okay.
So let's get back to my character and shooting. There we go.
You're shooting which one?
This
That
one right there. Yep.
Okay. Well, that's a hit.
It ain't pretty, but I'll take it. Let's see. There we go. And damage for the Wilkes.
Well, you won't get the bonus damage, but 13. 13 is not going to be enough, though. I can tell you that much already because your 8
Yeah.
is 2. Yeah.
I kind of shot my luck wad taking out the lieutenant, so I'm not.
You can spend a Benny.
I fear horrible things are coming, so I'm going to hold on to my bennies for now.
That's
But
fair.
thank you.
That's fair. Okay. All right.
I got way too lucky right out of the gate, so I'm going to stand pat now.
Fair enough. All right. Maria's going to open up on these guys. Maybe she'll do well. Those are good rolls. Those are all successes.
Ooh,
And
yes.
they'll get bonus. 2 of those will get bonus damage.
Nice.
So.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Yep. So that's definitely 1 down. So I'm just gonna. Yeah. And then. Yep. That's another 1 down. That was the one that didn't get the bonus damage. And that one. That one will. Oh, wait. Hang on. I actually have to do the calculation because. So I need to know her AP. AP is 6. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. So with a hail of railgun fire, she mows down all 3 of those Skelelots.
Wilhelm is contemplating matrimony at this point because, damn. All right.
All right, Kriptk, you're up.
All right, so everyone that's in, I guess everyone's outside of spell range at this point. So I'm gonna take a long range. We just have 3 Skelelots. Oh, these 2 guys. Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at one of these 2 guards here.
Okay, go for it.
Just the western one.
You could do it.
Let's check the range. So 37.
Now, are you using a pistol or are you using a rifle? Because we had some rifles left.
I think he's probably using his personal weapon because he had it on him.
Okay, fair enough.
So this will be a medium range shot. What's the modifier on that? Is it -2?
-2.
Okay. That's nice.
That is nice. That's a hit with some raises. That's a lot of. You aced a lot on that roll.
Holy crap! A D4?
Save it all up.
Damn! All right.
All right, roll your damage.
Now, is there a modifier for the damage for the raises or no?
You'll basically. So the number on the left will be the base damage for the weapon, and you'll get to add the damage on the right to that, because that gives you that extra damage. So 18 total, and it's AP 2. Okay, so let's figure it out. All right, so that is hit with a raise.
Nice.
Yeah, 5 above tough. So that one is no more.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, well done.
That's it for me.
Okay. Now, just so you guys know, and I didn't bring this up earlier, but I probably should have, is that so you have pistols and stuff that have a rate of fire or ROF of 1. You can take up to 3 shots on your action, but it's if you take 2 shots, it's going to be -2 for multiple actions. If you take like 3 shots, it would be -4 to all of them. So just keep in mind that's a thing that you can do. Oh boy, what will this lone coalition soldier? He's just gonna run. He's gonna try to get to the APC and hope that the back hatch is still down. He's almost there. He's almost safe. And the Skelelots have still not been ordered to do anything else, so they're just like plod, plod, plod.
Walk.
And the other 2 will do the same. Skelelots are dumb. All right. Let's see, where are you guys? All right, first things first, let's see if anybody notices Ellis. Ellis, give me you're small and kind of stealthy. I'll give you a stealth roll. We're gonna do a little post test. We're gonna see who gets more success and raises. So actually, first I'm gonna just have this guy do a notice roll. And never mind, because I only take the die roll from the left side because he's not in a group. So yeah, he got a 2. So never mind. He does not see you coming. So
Nice.
so
Even though I just barely scraped in with stealth.
Yep. They're a little worried about the explosions and gunfire happening on the other side.
Yeah.
That was a fair
And
point.
just
And,
FYI, which is the back end of this APC? Is where the
it
coalition
is
troops
Towards
is.
the
back
north
here.
side.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So what's happening is, well, you can't quite see it from, or were you still up in the air, or did you drop down yet?
No, I'm still up in the air.
Okay. Give me a notice roll.
A notice roll -4 because of
Mm-hmm.
this. Notice. Notice. -4. Still a success. Just a success.
Hey, you got a success. You noticed that the back hatch is lowering back down. So they appear to be trying to board their last trooper. And let's see. What's he got? He can do not much. You're out of that. So, Ellis, it is your movement or your
Yeah, and
action.
that's
I should
exactly
say.
what I'm going to do. keep running towards the APC. How far can I get this time? 9. Not quite to it. So, diagonally, I can almost get there. So,
Almost.
if I move diagonally, I can get to there.
Okay.
So I'm at the APC, not
in it.
But
Definitely not in it.
And I'm still above it. So
Yeah. Okay. All right. Planck, what you doing?
All right. Let's see. Okay. Gonna drive there, and then
And actually, if you're on the path, you can be up to your full speed again.
well, I counted it at 10 because we were still in the trees a little bit, so I knocked it back just a little bit to kind of account for that.
Appreciate it.
I try not to be a skeezy so-and-so while we play the game. Okay, so
Just saves that for his personal life.
That way I hope you'd be nice to me if the end does come. It'll be quick. Okay, so this is right at 56 yards. So I am going to take a shot with my Wilkes on
Alrighty.
The coalition force that's trying to get into the vehicle. Let's see if I can wreck his day.
That's a hit with a couple of raises.
Okay.
So you will get extra damage on your shot. So that is 14 altogether. Did you want to spend a Benny to reroll damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to?
You just click on it on your Benny token, and then click on a Benny token in the little box that opens up, and just drag it onto the mat, or onto the board.
There we go. Whew.
There you go.
Well, I was like pulling teeth. I feel like a very, very old man now. Okay, let's see. Let's do this again.
Nope. We'll take that 14 though. And you never know. You might get lucky. So let's see. So let's see. You got 14 damage. AP of 2. All right. Well, he is shaken at the least, so he can't do much more than run. So there's that.
But Deadeye Maria's up next.
She is.
She'll serve him his lunch.
She will.
Screw that guy.
She probably will. Let's see. You know what? She'll try to just do a little plinky plink. Well, no, she can't do a plinky plink. It's a railgun. It only fires in massive damage. Let's see here. There she is. I'll take that. A couple of hits with raises, one regular hit. Yup. Uh-huh. And then... Yep.
Wow.
That is another very dead coalition trooper. She pelts him with just for funsies. Yeah, he ate a lot of damage. Got lots of armor to sell if you survive.
Hooray!
Hooray! All right. So that's Maria, and she's like, okay, so that's all the little guys. And Kriptk.
What are the remaining 3 Skelebats doing at the moment?
They appear to be continuing. Their last orders were to return to the APC. So that's what they're doing.
So Kriptk will want to ask Planck if there's any way that we could reprogram the Skelebats to become our own personal army.
He can respond to you on his action. But that also didn't take you in action to say that. So if you want to do something, go for it. Up to you.
Sure. I have a stun spell. I'm going to go ahead and use that, or stun power. I'm
Okay.
going to spend 2 power points to extend the range out triple, which is 30 squares.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're immune to this or not, but I'll take a shot anyway.
Okay.
Stunning the APC or stunning the Skybots?
For the southernmost Skellbot.
Southernmost. All right, go for it. All right, so now I need to look at. Can you click like the flavor text for that?
Yeah. Stand by.
Cool. Did you want to make that an area effect? Because apparently you can.
Sure. Why not?
All right. Okay, so, yeah. So they need to make a vigor roll. And you got a raise on that, so it's at -2. That'll
Nice.
affect all of them, but I'll just roll once to save some time. Skitterbot. They let's see. They do manage to avoid being stunned. Good try though. Only just.
Yeah, I won't bother rolling a damage because I don't think there's any way I can get over their 17. So
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
that's me.
All right. They continue marching forward.
Plonk, 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 plonk.
And like this one just like literally just stomps on the body of the dead boy shot at the back end.
Those are salvageable parts.
So the back hatch is finally lowered, and and none of you can see it, but there's a gunner who's like just like, where's the rest of them? Where's the rest of them? And he's just kind of maybe freaking out just a little bit because he's just looking out the back door and there's 3 Skelebots and one of them is standing on the corpse of a friend. So and let's see if
He'll be talking to his therapist about that if he survives.
right. I'm gonna say that's gonna be a -2 on that. And yep. So the other guy still has not noticed Ellis. The driver is going to once again try to get his vehicle going. Let's see if he's successful. There we go. And driving. Oh, he's finally coaxed it to life, but he can't leave because the back door is down and things aren't fully loaded yet. So, but he's got it started. Congratulations, his coalition education has paid off. All right, Ellis.
Okay. Alice is going to... I'm just trying to think of what would be going through Alice's mind.
I've come upon the large behemoth of a vehicle. Now what?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to make a run roll, but he's going to be flying down. So the first 6 pace will be him going down, and then any extra would be any extra movement he's got. So I'll make another run roll.
Running. All right, so you get a couple of inches forward, or a couple of squares.
Okay. So I think even though this is going to be a bit out of the ordinary, he still has his core directive.
Okay.
And these dead boys, even though they're the quote-unquote enemies, they are still humans.
Mm-hmm.
And his core directive is to heal humans.
Okay.
So he's going to float down and get in front of the visor for the APC so that the driver can see him.
Okay.
And it will just say into the visor, I can help your boss. Just stay here for a minute.
Okay. All right. Put yourself in front of the APC then.
Yep. So basically right in front of the visor.
And you know what? As a matter of fact, you can give me a persuasion roll.
Yeah, because it's not deception. He does want to help, but
yeah.
Where's persuasion? I don't think I have persuasion. Oh, I do have persuasion.
Yeah, everyone's got persuasion.
Damn! Look at you.
Okay. All right. So yeah, they've. Okay. We'll see how that plays out. Planck.
Gonna sell him some life insurance at the same time. Oh boy. Okay. To answer Kriptk's question, yes, I think we can.
Yes, we can.
I've already forgotten the question.
Can we
Reprogram
reprogram the Skelebots?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that I can do that. Yes.
You can, but it takes time.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't happen immediately. No. I'm sure it would require a lot of hacking checks and so on and so forth. So, I am going to wait. Maria's using the Is she? No, she's using her own weapon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to get out of the driver's seat and I'm going to go up to the missile gun.
Okay.
And I'm going to launch a missile at the APC.
Okay.
I want to try to get it in that general area.
Do you want to call that shot? It is bigger than you, so you would actually get a bonus.
Yeah, with him being here, yes, I do want to call that shot.
Okay.
Is the hang on, the radius of that explosion, would that hit Ellis? I don't see.
It's a small blast template. It would not.
Okay.
Not if you're aiming at that blister.
Yeah.
Give me just a moment to look something.
Or wait, this is a gun on top too, right?
That's a turret. Yes.
Have they used that on us yet, or just the side?
Not yet.
Guns?
Just the side guns.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the one on top because that looks far more awful than the side ones.
It was one of the side guns that blasted
Damage
your ATV.
Yeah, that did the 2 damage. Two wounds out of 4.
You're right.
All right.
All
so
right,
you will get +4 to hit this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna do a called shot to there then.
Okay. All right. So then in that case, we'll drop it down to only a +2.
Okay. And I am using shooting.
Okay. Now, you can spend a Benny if you want to reroll that. Otherwise, you do have a success.
Whee! There goes the Benny. Okay.
All right.
Try this again.
Hey, there you go. That is a hit with a raise, so that's good.
Okay, so now go back to the vehicle and... Oh, shit.
That is pretty good. What's the armor piercing on that?
8.
8. All right. Let's see if it does anything.
Please.
It does not. Your missile hits and does nothing.
Oh, shh. So we'd have to get through 50.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Okay.
unless you've got something with a higher AP, which, you know, there is stuff, but I don't know that any of you have that.
No,
right
I
at
don't
this
think any
moment.
of us have it. Unless Kriptk's plasma energy stuff can do something like that.
Nope.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we are.
Honestly, I believe your most armor-piercing weapon is actually probably... Oh, well, Maria's got an idea,
Yeah, okay.
but she needs you to get her closer.
Okay.
But you moved
Yep,
and
my
shot,
my
so-
turn is done. Yep.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Here. Yep, just outside her range. All right. Let's see. You know what? She is gonna just kind of wait then to see how this goes, how this plays out. All right. But yeah, she tells you to get her closer.
Okay.
And she like pulls out a grenade. Kriptk.
So to use the Bendy to regain power points, does that take an action?
No, you can just spend the Benny to regain the power points.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that.
And that gives you 5 points.
All right. I'm going to try the stun thing again with the medium template there.
Okay. And what'd you get? Well, you got a 6. So, all right. So it is a success. So let's see. Oh, they get a 1. They are stunned.
Nice. So that knocks them prone, right? Knocks them all over?
Yeah. It's gonna immobilize them for a wee bit. I'll double check exactly what it says.
Yay.
And we'll just look it up real quick. And... "106 stunned." Just occurred to me that I could just look it up in the thing, but I'm already almost there, so, you know. Old school gamers were like, just look in the book. Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Back in
All
my
right.
game.
So yeah. So the target is distracted and vulnerable. Let's see. Yep, they do fall prone. They can't move or take any actions and don't count towards a game. All right. And then at the start of a stunned character's turn, they may make a vigor roll as a free action. Success means they're no longer stunned, but they do remain vulnerable until the end of their next turn.
Cool.
All right. Cool. That is all very good for you guys. So
Yeah.
yes, they're all prone.
Take whatever
They're
we can
going to
get.
try to get unstunned. No.
Oh,
They're having the equivalent of a Skelebot psychedelic trip. They're just somewhere else.
That plasma is
man,
pretty
pretty
awesome,
colors.
man.
now is there any additional benefit to them rolling 2 1s there?
No, because because they're extras, I only take the left side one, so they already crit failed once. They just it's gonna be a while before they recover. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay.
Come on, Ellis.
Okay.
All right. The vehicle, the APC, begins to lurch forward into the forest.
Even though I told him stop.
Yep, because you told them stop, and then somebody shot a rocket at them.
My
They
bad.
may be slightly panicking. I'm going to assume that you just kind of went up and over and held position. I'll give you that as
Yeah.
a freebie if you'd like, Ellis.
Yeah, we'll say that.
All right. And he didn't go as fast as he could. He's kind of like cautiously starting to drive away. So it is your turn. The back hatch is still down because they were waiting to load the Skelelots. So.
Okay, so if the back hatch is down, Alice is going to try something similar and drop down to spot the two. I think there's 2 more coalition troops in there, and the driver.
Yep, there are 3 coalition troops in there.
Yeah. And he's just gonna say it again. Stop the vehicle! I can help your boss.
All right,
I just
give me
need to
another
help.
persuasion roll.
Come on, Ellis.
I gave you a +2 on it too because it worked the last time.
Okay. Let's see, persuasion modifier 2. $15.
Up to you if you want to spend a penny to see if you can get more, but that is a pretty good roll.
No, I think I'll stay with that one. If I
You good with that?
if I re-roll, I'll probably get a 1. Knowing me.
Yeah. So, all right. So, they're like, I don't know what to do, man. They're kind of looking frantically at each other because none of them are prepared to be leaders.
And I mean, all this time, Alice does have his quote-unquote hands up and
Yeah.
say, "I'm not armed. Don't shoot, you idiots."
Okay. All right, Planck.
Technically, he's got a knife.
I come in peace, you shaved apes. All right. Let's see. Well, she asked me to get closer. 1, 2. Oh, hey, not that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Because we're getting back into the trees. So
Okay.
Bit of deforestation never hurt anyone.
All right. What else you want to do there, Planck?
There's really nothing. I mean, I've got a pistol, which is not going to do anything. I know that the missiles aren't going to do anything, so I'm just going to be at the wheel waiting for her to tell me what to do, where to
All right.
drive. I'm the wheelman at this point.
Because what's great is no one has any idea what Ellis is trying to accomplish on the interior, or even where he is at this point.
He's a smart robot. He knows what's going on.
Sure, yeah. Right, and Maria is like, all right, let's see if we can make more booms. All right, so tossy the grenade. And even with the range penalty, that is still a hit. So let's roll some damage. We're gonna spend. Technically, she has a Benny, so she'll spend a Benny to reroll. Never mind. We'll just take the 13.
Told you, if you re-roll, you get a 1.
Yeah. You're not wrong. All right, so I got 13. Pretty sure it won't do anything. Yep. But it was an armor-piercing grenade, so it had an AP of 15, so she's got a couple more of those she could try. I think. Something. Anyway. Kriptk. Gordo, I think you muted.
No, I'm just looking. So I think that, Kriptk is going to delay at this point until we get more around the back of the thing where we can interact with folks inside.
Sounds good. Yep. Yep. All right. So we're almost done with this, I think. So, all right. Skelebots. Let's see if they are gonna unstun. I will give them a -2 just because they botched their rolls previously.
If you
They continue to be stunned.
if you look in the our chat group, you can see what I think they're probably going through at the moment. I just
All
posted
right.
a GIF that's probably accurate.
Okay. So Ellis, one of the other guy gets off of the. So there's one troop, one dead boy by the door. There's one dead boy who is manning one of the side cannons, and he steps away from it, and he's like, all right, tell your friends to stop shooting at us. Just we don't need to die here. And the vehicle stops moving, and the operator of the vehicle also gets up and like he's putting his hands up.
Okay.
And it's your turn, Ellis.
So Alice, I'm assuming he would have some kind of radio communication.
Yeah, I think you've got one. I think you were installed with one.
Yeah, and he'll just he'll make the gesture that he's on the radio,
Okay.
and he'll just
He makes
say
like
to
the telephone hand.
yeah, it's
Put it
just,
to his head.
yeah,
I'm on the phone.
and he'll just communicate with the rest of his party. The guys are surrendering. Just stop shooting at them.
All right. Anything else you wanted to do this turn?
And after communicating with the rest of his party, he's going to make good on what he said he would do, and he's
Okay.
going to move towards the guy that's in the black and white armor.
Okay.
But he's just going to move his pace. He's not going to run.
Yeah. Sure.
So
I'll let you move yourself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I can move up right next to him. So
Yep. All right.
technically, I can move on top of him, but then you
Yeah.
won't be able to see it.
All right. Planck, what you doing?
Because you had that. Oh, Kriptk also had the held action. So
Oh yeah, Kriptk also had a held action. He can take that whenever he likes. Brad, I'm just gonna move your token around wherever I like.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna move us right there, and well, technically that's my move. So
Yeah, you still have an action.
well, I can't get out of the vehicle and move again. Driving the vehicle is my move, correct?
I'd let you get out of the vehicle and move on foot if you'd like. Sure.
Okay, so I will, with my weapon drawn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And basically cover them.
Okay.
All right, we got you. Give us the goods.
Give us the goods. We don't have any goods, sir.
and the DB's in there as well.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
I
Yes.
see the? Okay.
There's actually quite a few of them in there.
Okay.
Probably around a dozen or so.
Just an aside, but relevant question. If we were to take this vehicle back to the Legion, how big of a coup would that be to have a
That'd be a pretty
coalition?
big coup. That'd
Okay.
be a pretty big coup.
Okay. How safely could we drive back without people? Everybody's shooting at us.
I don't know. All right, I think what we'll say is that at this point you will be out of combat.
Okay.
Because yeah, we'll put it at that, and then actually I think we're gonna take a little break. Then when we come back, we'll sort out the aftermath of all this. That sound good to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
All right. All right. So we're gonna take a little break. We'll be back in just a little bit, and yeah, stick around.
How many? 5 minutes? 7 minutes?
5 minutes.
We'll be back in
5
5.
minutes?
The combat has kind of resolved itself with kind of a bit of a Hail Mary, but it worked. So, and so let's, I guess, get back to it. Red, what's you going to be doing?
Well, Red's going. Oh, Alice is
Or
going
Ellis,
to
I should
be.
say.
Alice is going to see if he can stabilize this commander, and at this point, he finds out the damage that Wilhelm was able to do onto this. So he's going
All
to
right.
roll the healings.
Yeah, well, it's going to take like take some time to do the healing. I believe it's 10 minutes. But let's see here. Are you going to disarm him first?
Well, I think Alice was probably going to wave over Maria so she can keep a gun trained on him in case he comes to and gets violent.
Okay. So, let's see here. All right. So basically, if you are successful with a healing check on him, it requires 10 minutes per wound level of the patient. So it's going to take you half an hour just to treat him, and you will take let's see. Yep. Yeah. So that's what you get.
Okay. So Alice will look back at the coalition troops that are currently being held back by Planck at the moment, and just say, "I'll be half an hour." It's a big wound.
Okay. In the meantime, the Skelelobots load up into the into the APC.
Yep. Like
Yep.
nothing happened.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll roll healing, see what I can do. See if I can crit fail again.
Cats.
Welcome back.
I was able to get a success.
Okay. All right. He gets a wound level back. You didn't make it worse.
Bonus.
And yeah. By the way, during the break, I gave everybody a Benny for.
Actually, could I spend a Benny to re-roll that?
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna chuck a Benny on the table. Spend that Benny to re-roll that.
Okay. Yep. Just click on the Benny token above your head. Drag one from the box onto the table. There we go. Look at that.
There we go. That's better.
You've mended his wounds.
There we go.
Nice.
All right. And that does mean that he is now conscious. And he still has the wound to his stomach, but let's see. He does need to make a vigor roll now. So let's do that. All right. Well, that doesn't want to seem to open, but I'll just use this. Okay. He he will not have a permanent stomach wound, but he is fatigued and he is stunned, and it will take a full day of rest for him to recover fully. That is quite the miraculous surgery.
Nice.
You can fix up the bad guy, but you can't put my arm back on.
I need more time for that.
Whose side are you on anyway?
Bitter rage in 3, 2, 1.
All right. And he kind of comes. He's like, "What are you?"
I'm Batman. Oh wait.
He's asking you, Ellis.
I just helped you. That's all you need to know. I'm just a
He's
doctor.
looking around. He's like, "At least you're not a bunch of DB scum." Ugh. Ugh. What? Did you save us from those people that attacked us?
And
Yes, I did.
Alice will just look over at Maria and just be like,
She just shrugs, holding the railgun. She's like, "Meh, kinda." Just don't get any smart ideas, Bucko, because you're not in any shape to be fighting anything, and most of your guys are dead. We got 3 inside the APC. So while Ellis is doing that, do the rest of you want to do anything for half an hour?
Kriptk is going to check on the DBs inside, see if
Okay.
we can get them unrestrained, and if anybody has any injuries, he's got a little bit of healing skill. He'll try to patch them up.
Sure. Matter of fact, the at least one of the troopers inside has the keys to unlock the manacles and stuff.
Do they appear to have a leader, or is it just a random collection of folks?
It seems a random collection of folks. They all look pretty scuffed and battered. Give me a notice roll. Planck, if you're looking, you can do that too. All right. So
Just flip the die numbers. Yay.
yeah. So both of you do get a success, and you notice that a fair number of the wounds that are on these DBs, and they are injured in minor ways and so forth, but they're not consistent with, like, you don't think that the coalition troops necessarily were roughing them up. Like maybe they captured them or something, but they did not inflict the wounds don't match the kind of equipment that the coalition has. They look more like scratch marks and things like that, or bite marks even. Burns, but not burns from like a laser or even maybe a plasma weapon, but that'd be about it.
I'll see if I can, speak to a few of them and see if they speak a language I understand, and ask them what happened to them, how they came to be captured, and how they sustained their injuries.
All right, you kind of cycle through the languages, both of you, and just like before, like they don't seem to speak. There's no real common tongue between the two of you, or between any of you.
Okay.
And probably about the time you've figured all that out, Ellis is finished with the surgery. Are you letting the others know, Ellis?
Alice is going to try and help the commander up and, well, try being the key word.
Mm-hmm.
Being like 2 sizes smaller than him, it's going to be a bit difficult, but I'm assuming Maria will probably help on the other side and lead him back to the APC, because he's probably going to be walking a little bit slow.
Yep.
And Alice will kind of casually just talk to the guy. So why were you transporting these DBs? Or where were you transporting these DBs?
Where are you from?
Not here.
You from a rift?
Are you?
No, I'm a human. I was born here. I was raised here, and I will defend my homeland with all of my heart and ferocity. I don't trust things that come from the rifts. Only evil things come from the rifts.
Well, what would happen if I told you your commander came from a rift?
Wait, who are you telling this to?
The
The lieutenant?
yep, lieutenant.
Okay, you're telling him that his commander came from a rift. All right,
Yep.
give me a persuasion, I guess.
Oh, go persuasion.
Break his mind! Break it!
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Break it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well,
You
that's an
spent a
ace.
penny to re-roll that. He's still
No.
not buying it. But it's like, okay, yeah, whatever. I don't think you'd even know my commander. I have
No
not seen
idea.
a robot like you, and you talk too much. You should be loyal and subservient and speak only when asked to speak.
Like you do.
No, I am a human. I have humanity, and I do what I will. And this
Who
world
said
is
I'm not human?
mine. What?
Who said I'm not human?
You are clearly not a human. You appear to be a tiny robot thing, like a toaster.
Who said that I wasn't human at one point?
Uh-huh. Okay, so you're a cyborg who made really bad life choices and decided to be a tiny little robot. Either way,
I'm assuming you want to see what men are left.
yes. Are there any left?
They are, but they all decided to cower inside the APC.
Typical. Useless recruits.
Let's get you back to your men.
And Muriel will follow behind. And yeah, you approach the APC. The rest of you turn around and see this guy kind of limping over to the APC with Ellis and Maria.
One in each arm, though Alice is a little bit lower.
No, oh no, she's not letting him lean on her at all. She is behind him, gun still trained on him.
I'm
And
assuming.
Alice will go up to Kriptk and Wilhelm and just whisper to him, do we want to question this guy?
Back at the base, I'm assuming. We're going to secure him in the vehicle and then take it back, right?
Yes. And he needs to be gagged so he cannot influence his men.
Or the. I want to. I want to see, John, if I can shut the robots down. I mean, not like destroy them, but just turn them off
Sure.
so that they can't take commands.
You would have had time. You would have had time to have done that while he was doing the surgery. So,
Okay.
give me an electronics roll.
Where's the off button?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. You're able to. You're like, hey, it's this to click, and you're able to put them into like standby mode. They kind of like fold up into themselves, and yeah.
Nice.
So there you go.
What I would like to do after I get the robot shut down, I would like to take time to gather any usable armor bits from all the dead bodies. Like from the group that's, by where I took down the lieutenant. So
Mm-hmm.
these three and this
Sure,
one here,
sure.
and just see
Yeah,
what
there's
salvageable bits there are.
there's salvageable bits. I mean, they'd all basically have like technical glitches,
Yeah.
to one thing or another, but otherwise they're overall more or less intact. A
Okay.
little damaged and stuff, but repairable.
Okay. Because I'm assuming, especially with a larger vehicle, that we could gather those bits up and put them in
Mm-hmm.
here, and
Yeah.
because I'm assuming that we're going to be taking the two vehicles back after I'm sure we have to do repairs on our vehicle.
That's for you
Uh,
guys to decide.
Maria, I'm assuming that you would want this vehicle for the Legion, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is something worth, and we need a way to transport these refugees anyway.
Yeah.
And we get them home. There's a good chance we can find a way to communicate with them, find out more of what's going on. And these these coalition soldiers, well, I mean, we can take their gear, give them some survival stuff, and send them packing on their way, or we can take them back for interrogation.
Well, I'm not sure what the grunts would know, but I'm sure Lieutenant Jackass here would have some details.
It'd be funny
Hamilton.
if that
My
was
name
his
is
actually
Hamilton.
title, Lieutenant Jack.
Your name's Lieutenant Jackass for now, sir. Oh, I'm the
And he-
one that I'm
and
the
he-
one that shot you. So, uh,
And he just glares at you. Brad may be
I,
in the enemy complication.
I hate me all you want. I don't give a damn. Um, so,
Sure.
I, I'm gonna do repairs on our vehicle enough to
Okay.
ensure because it's down 2 wounds. I want to make sure that it can get back safely.
It should be fine. Just a -2 to driving rolls.
Yeah, no thanks. Because I'm assuming what's going to end up happening is it's going to be me driving a vehicle and Kriptk driving another one, which would be
You have him drive
better.
the APC. That's very safe.
Well, I put the suicide knob on our vehicle, so I'm assuming that that would be better suited for his
Give
current
me
level of driving ability.
everyone that's inside the APC. Give me a notice roll.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Let's see,
No, you're fine. You got a success.
I've still got the -4.
This is the first time any of you have been up close with some of the other coalition technology. All right. So, what you all notice is that there's very little writing. There's bright colors for things that might be like a fire extinguisher, and there's pictures, but there's almost no writing on anything. Like even some of the controls have arrows and stuff like labeled around them, but nothing saying forward, throttle, nothing like
Yeah.
that.
Well, if you
Um,
want to control someone, keep them stupid. So,
yep.
And that just reminded me, Alice will head over to Planck and just say, excuse me, can you just maybe rejigger these sensors? I think they may have knocked
oh,
out of place.
okay, yeah, absolutely. I'll get my field kit and see what I can do.
Yeah. So would that be
So,
that would be a repair roll to heal? Technically, I think.
Yep.
But unless
Yep.
there's
It's a repair roll.
okay. So that's
disappointing, but I'll take it.
No, that's good. That's remember, success is a 4. So
It's not good enough. I want to
so that's
see
a successful
green.
raise. So you so yes, you are no longer glitching.
yay.
Yay.
I no longer have a -4. It's my +6.
So, how long would you say it would take to do a repair of our vehicle? A couple of hours? I mean, even if I were to get it
Yeah.
up, if I were to
Yeah.
get it up even one more wound, would it just be at a -1 to drive then?
Yep. Yep.
I don't know enough about this system. Is a
Yeah.
-1 still serviceable?
Yeah. Yeah. It's still drivable the way it is right now, too.
Okay, okay.
So we're gonna look that. Are we going to load the big boss into the coalition APC?
Yeah, and we need to strap him down and gag him.
Yeah, theoretically you could just squeeze it in there.
Oh, me put our vehicle inside of it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I was asking before. That the big boss can actually
I
fit into
I
the
I
big box
misunderstood you.
APC.
I
Yeah,
apologize. I
yeah,
misunderstood. Okay.
yeah. The big boss APC. The big boss APC can fit into the coalition APC,
Damn. Okay.
like one of those cargo transporting helicopters.
Sure. Okay. How much faster can this thing go than our vehicle?
Actually, your vehicle's faster. Your
Mm,
vehicle has a top speed of 150 miles an hour in open terrain. This thing only goes up to 90. But
Well,
in
it
rough
depends.
terrain, you're both moving at about 18 miles every 6 hours. So about 3 miles an hour through rough terrain because it's rough terrain.
Yeah.
So we have not completed our objective yet. We have not explored all the way to the end of the road here, right?
You have not. But Maria is like, we've got these refugees to take back now, and we have a lot of refugees.
Yeah.
And you've got this APC. Command would probably look the other way,
We
if
scored
you
a big
return with
win.
these prizes versus like a land survey,
Mhm.
you know.
I know if we want to send her with the APC, the coalition APC back, will we continue on our way? But whatever you guys think.
We need an extra set of hands because we're not that great at shooting. Even though Planck's just put a big asshole
Yeah.
through
Well,
you, kind of.
I got
Also, Maria's
incredibly
like,
lucky.
he's like, we might also be able to see about getting something done about your arm.
Yeah.
I
Once we
hear
have the
that there's
proper
places
facilities.
in Arsno where you can get those techno wizard guys. They make cybernetic, well, not quite cybernetic, like replacement arms for like spellcasters and stuff. I guess maybe it's a thing you can check out. I don't know. I don't know about magic stuff, but I've known some people that got stuff like that. So, or talked about it.
Yeah, I say we cut our losses and head back to base, recoup.
Yeah.
We stay out
Especially
too
with
long,
all
then.
these innocents with us, I think it would be better to keep them safe, which is a part of our mission to get them back to base. What do y'all think?
Go back to base. I agree.
Kriptk,
And
you on
then,
board with that?
Okay.
Okay.
and then when we back at base, I can have a look at reattaching that arm once we have in the proper facilities. Because doing it
Yeah.
in the back of an ABC is a little bit more difficult than I've experienced before.
It's kind of
I
a
know
sketch.
you cured that guy just fine.
Yes, because I wasn't in the back of an APC. Because remember, when the arm came off, he was in an APC while you were driving it around. That's probably why it was a bit harder for him.
And think of
Then he,
all that he learned by failing with your arm to help this guy.
Yep. That guy's the beneficiary of my suffering.
Sometimes failure's a great teacher.
All right, so back then.
Yeah. I say we
yep. So
start
it's going to
heading
be probably a
back.
day or two travel.
Yep. It depends on how fast you want to push it. If you're gonna do just like 6 hours of travel and take it easy, keep in mind this APC has some glitches itself because of
Yeah.
the driver. Um,
Mhm.
so
Well,
so
I mean,
it's got some
technically we
glitches.
could drive through the night and do like stints. Like Kriptk
Yep,
could
but then you have
go
to do a
for
driving roll.
like Kriptk could do a driving roll, then the coalition driver could do a roll, and then Kriptk then.
Can
Mhm.
I take the suicide knob that I set up for our vehicle and put it on this to accommodate?
It doesn't
the
really have a
different-
steering wheel per se. It has more of a
like a
joystick.
joystick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a one arm type deal, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, if we want to drive in shifts,
One joystick, 6 pedals.
if we were to drive in shifts, so I drive for a while,
Mhm.
Kriptk drives for a while we just kind of rest back and forth. Could we keep continuous movement? And
You can. You still will need to roll for your do a driving roll to see how well your vehicle holds up.
Okay.
just from continuous. I mean, it's going to be continuous banging around and stuff, so it may suffer some wear and tear.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so who's taking
Absolutely.
the first 6 hours of driving? And are you doing 6-hour shifts for each driver?
Mhm.
I think so. How do you feel about that, Kriptk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Yep.
take
I
the
can't
first
drive.
shift then.
Okay.
I can't drive, so I'm unskilled. So
That's all right. You can keep your eye on that shifty character we brought in
And
here.
and who's going to do the survivor role for navigating your way back?
I'm not trained in survival, but I'm trained in notice. So
Well, I've got a survival of D6.
I've got a D8. Yeah, Kriptok's been out in the wilderness for a while, so he's more than willing to take a stab at.
Okay. All right. So then really you're going to need like two people, one person to drive, the other person to kind of navigate. But yeah. All right. So
Crap.
got a route set up. And all right. So you start driving off. The first 6 hours goes fine. Are you switching drivers? Are you
I think
I think
so.
so.
okay?
Yep.
can the commander
All
drive?
right. Can the what?
Can the commander drive?
Maria?
No.
Oh,
As in
hell
the-
no. He's not touching. Nope.
Well, I
Like,
mean, if he's got a gun in the back of his head, he may be able to.
trust him as far as I could throw him. Like, we super glue his hands to his knees.
There was a driver.
Yeah, I'm sure there was, and he can sit down too.
Okay.
I don't trust any of them.
Fair enough. All right. So you are driving, heading south, making progress. And so you're going, shift change. Who's taking over driving and who's taking over navigating?
Guess Kriptk will drive the second shift.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll navigate.
All right. So give me your rolls.
Do I need to spend a penny on that one?
That's up to you.
Did I succeed?
No, you didn't get a 4
Oh, God, why do I keep forgetting that?
because it's a new system.
Oh, my God.
To you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to spend a penny.
Okay.
I was wondering if I could maybe help, like maybe make a notice roll to see.
Bitch.
Planck's
Notice
a little
doesn't
bit.
really help with this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm untrained in survival, so
All right. Give me 1 second. Let's see here.
Alice hasn't been outside that very often, so he doesn't really have that much fun.
He's not really a navigator, you know. Go figure.
I mean, if I
And-
could use notice, I can use that, but
Here's where we wander the wilderness for 40 years.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
You say that
but
now.
as long as he doesn't do a complete 180.
Right?
I mean, driving forward in a straight direction is pretty easy.
Knowing our
Unless
luck,
he
we'll
holds
do
down
a
the wheel and
270.
just keeps rotating for half an hour. See what else.
Sure, every shift that we do, Kriptk will get us back on course, and then we'll switch positions. I'll get us off course. We'll just, two
As-
steps forward, one step back the whole way home.
As Kriptk is driving, he looks out the window and goes, "Didn't we just pass that tree? Where are you taking us?"
It
Indeed.
looks right to me.
Question. You said that this is more of a joystick kind of situation and controls.
Mm-hmm. It's got a little
This
lever
may be a
for throttle.
workaround,
Mm.
but could piloting work?
No. Because I said so.
Okay. Because I know piloting does use joysticks, and
Mhm.
yeah,
It's not the same
piloting's
though.
more for 3-dimensional.
The
Yeah.
piloting is more specifically for aerial vehicles, correct?
Mhm.
Or power armor
Or oh, okay.
and
I'm
robots.
wondering though, if Alice were to fly up, would that give us ability to spot further out, maybe keep us on track better, kind of as a support or assistance thing?
Sure, he'd still have to roll survival though.
Which is untrained.
Yep.
Mm. Okay. Ugh.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't have survival trained. But I mean, I could roll on untrained.
Yeah. Then I'm
Because
barely
technically I could
trained.
be the second spotter. Like having 2 spotters at once. And I could
Also,
just...
keep in mind that he can't keep pace with the APC.
Yeah, that was wondering the other thing too.
Yeah.
Or wait, we could put a string on him, right? And he just levitates up, and we just pull him along like
Sure,
a kite.
yeah. You could
He's
do
a
that.
kite. He's a kite.
He's a kite, mecha kite.
That could work. That could work.
Actually, I don't have it on skilled. No, roll on me.
Okay, so I get us partially lost, and
Whoop. Button.
Just clicking some charts and stuff. Can't imagine anything coming of it.
Okay.
I can. I've known you for too long.
What? All right. So you're traveling. I think this is anybody interested in earning some bennies by doing a little interlude?
Why don't we do an interlude?
Absolutely.
Why not?
All right. All right. So we'll deal you each a card. And then flip it over and tell me what your suit is.
I've got spades.
Hearts.
You've got spades. All right.
Clubs.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Well, it depends on what the...
Well, you get a choice, but
Yeah.
the suit kind of influences which question I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, I'll start with Kriptk. Kriptk, you had a what?
It is a 7 of clubs.
Clubs. All right. So you can choose downtime, something. So you're in this situation, it would be you brood or you're angry about something. What is it, and how do you misbehave? You could do something regarding your backstory, telling a tale of misfortune from your past, perhaps revealing something of your hindrances or a dark secret, or you could talk about a trek, a hardship that you overcame on your trip, tragic death of a favored extra, spoil the lost supplies, mechanical breakdown, bad weather, etc.
And the trek would be something not from this adventure, but from a previous one, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he will tell a story about while he was wandering the wastes, he had fallen in with a kind of a random caravan of traders. We got out in the middle of the wasteland, were waylaid by some sort of a DB assault, lost everything. We were down, walking barefoot, starving, dying of thirst, couldn't find our way. And when the sun set, we saw a meteor shower in the sky. We followed that, considered it an omen, and it led us to a settlement where they reprovisioned us. So never lose hope, my friends. No matter how bad it gets, and he points to his stump of an arm, things can always improve. We will get through this yet.
All right. Have a Benny.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty. Let's go with Red next. Red, what'd you get?
I got 8 of spades.
Spades. So, downtime. Your character spends time alone in quiet contemplation. What are they doing? Backstory, which would be something like a great victory or personal triumph, or trek, a difficult obstacle that you negotiated along your travels.
What was that second one again?
Second one is like a great victory or personal accomplishment for your character.
I think I'll go with that one.
Okay.
And having noticed that Wilhelm was kind of interested in what his world was like, he will pull out 2 photographs and just hand one of the photographs to Planck, and he'll just say, "This is. I noticed you were interested in what my world was like, and I thought I'd show you these photos of uh, what I did before I came here." And the photo you see is what looks very like, well, it's a human, but it looks more like he's got a interesting farmer's tan, as one side of his body is kind of a lighter shade than the other side. And Alice will say, "This is the best kind of cybernetics that was in my world, because when he came in, um, so, I noticed you were a bit squirmish, so." And he slowly hands over the other photo, and the other photo is of this same human, but as Alice will say, uh, this guy took a tank shell in the arm, and basically half his body is completely gone. The basically from here around there, he got shot in the arm, so completely all gone. But the second picture is of the same person, but with the quote unquote new cybernetics and synth skin, and he'll just show Planck that is what I was doing back where I came from.
So what is this technology, though? You say cybernetic. Is it somewhat organic based? Is that the interface? How does it? How does it? How does it work?
It is cybernetics, like as Alice gestures over to Maria. Similar to that, but it also has synth skin. Unfortunately, in this situation, the synth skin wasn't the perfect color match, as you can see.
That's interesting. Do we have the basis to duplicate that type of technology here to make those kind of restorations of people that are horribly injured?
Not yet. You only have a very basic technology. I mean, from what I've seen of the Tomorrow Legion, they're not the most technologically advanced, but it is probably possible, but it would take a lot more research.
Hmm. Okay, that sounds cool. I would like to learn more and actually try to develop incrementally technologies to get us to that point.
And that's
I'm gonna,
why I was showing it to you, because you seem
yeah,
to be able to make stuff out of very little. If I just have to remember back to what made that synth skin, but maybe you can find another way to make it more efficiently.
okay,
But
yeah,
would you be interested in doing that?
yes. Just think of the benefits. My God, absolutely, I am on board for this. It would be huge for the Legion if we were able to do that. Jeez. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I think I need to research more into. I mean, I can't really go back there and find out all the research materials, so it's mostly smells and scents and what I can figure out, but maybe with a bit of time we can figure out something.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
If you want, you can keep those photos.
I can. Okay, absolutely. And I will grab a field notebook that I have and tuck the photos in that notebook. And that's going to be used for writing notes and ideas to get us towards incrementally making that science,
Possible.
that technology possible. Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll probably he'll probably have Kriptk in with that as well, but I'm not sure when that would happen because, well, Kript's driving at the moment, I think. So I don't think Alice will be showing Kriptk while he's driving.
Look at these
Hey, have a look
pictures.
at this.
You driving?
Driving in circles, apparently, but yes, you're driving.
All right. So, let's see here. All right, let's Planck, what'd you get?
8 of hearts.
8 of hearts. All right, so downtime. You could practice a skill. What might that be? Backstory. Excuse me. A tale of your character's greatest love, lost, found, present, or waiting for you back home, or a trek. How you endured a hardship on a previous journey.
I am going to practice survival because obviously I am absolutely dirt garbage with survival. So if
Fair
anything
enough.
I can do to improve that would be a boon to us all.
Sure. He's in the back starting a campfire in the APC.
I'm thinking like
Now I know
studying,
north from south. I've started a
studying
fight.
maps maybe, and
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
starting
maybe the DBs would know a bit about survival, so maybe you can try and get some non-vocal hints from them.
That's true. All right. So, all right.
Do I get any pluses, or what happens when you practice a skill in downtime?
Nothing. You get a Benny.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. No, but what else do I get, John?
Typical.
You know what greedy people get? Dead.
All right. So we're gonna do something interesting, I think. Because because this is just a random encounter. It's not necessarily important to to everything, but it's just gonna be kind of we're gonna do a quick encounter.
Okay.
So as you're driving along and you get kind of lost, you stumble into the path of a herd of what are called rhino buffaloes. And let me see if I can find a picture. They don't have a picture. All right. So picture something very
Like a
large.
rhino and a buffalo to put together.
Yeah. Rhino and a buffalo put together. It's kind of got a shaggy mane, huge horns. These things are huge. They're like, let's see. What size are they? Yeah, they're probably comparable in size actually to the APC. Oh, they're size 7. So yeah, they are not much smaller than your APC that you're all in. And
The one that we're
APC or
driving right now.
yes.
Oh my
not
god.
the big boss.
No. The APC that you're in right now. Your big boss is a 5. The APC that you're in right now is a size 8. These things are a size 7. So yeah, they're a little
Pretty darn
smaller
big.
than your APC.
Pretty darn big.
and there's 4 of them that seem to have taken an interest in your vehicle, and without any kind of warning, they charge at your vehicle, and they move fairly quickly. And so the way a quick encounter is going to work is that each of you is going to roll. You're going to pick a skill that you're going to roll to uh, do in combat, and then based on how you know, on your success and raises or failures, etc. Kind of, we're going to narrate kind of how that all develops, and there'll be a little bit of outcome, but then we're not like having to do a map and a whole drawn out combat about it. So, uh, so basically, what do each of you want to do in this quick encounter? What skill would you like to use to try to assist?
The funny thing is, I don't really have anything that could assist in this situation.
Maybe. I mean, you just gotta. Skills that might kind of fit in with this would be, in this particular case, fighting, shooting. Maybe if you're going to use magic in the fight, or driving might come up. That might be an option. Um, I would say notice can always notice, or maybe stealth. Be creative.
I mean, I was half thinking maybe electronics,
Okay.
wireless.
What were you going to do with the electronics?
I don't know. Give bonus damage to some of the weapons if they're energy weapons.
That's not how it works. Like in terms of like rerouting power.
Yeah.
Good idea though. I do like the
But
idea.
yeah, as I
Um,
said, there's not much I can do to help in this situation. I mean, I maybe could roll fighting, but I don't know how that would help in this situation since we're in an
mhm.
APC. The only
Yeah,
fighting we would do is
but
ramming.
you could help that the ways that could help, because remember, fighting also helps you avoid getting hit in melee. So rolling fighting might help dodge out of the way of, like, you are able to predict that it's going to make an attack or something like that, and help the driver dodge out of the way or something along those lines.
Um,
Uh,
could I maybe try and persuade one of the coalition troops to get on the turret?
sure. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah,
So
we'll
you're going to
try with
use,
that.
all right. So you'll
Yeah,
use
try
persuasion.
persuasion to try and get one of
Okay.
the coalition troops on the turret because
All
they
right.
know how to use the turret.
All right. Let's hear from the others what they want to use. Kriptk.
So I think Kriptk will use spellcasting, trying to not necessarily injure the animals, but create some pyrotechnics that will maybe cause them to shy away and leave.
Okay. Are you still driving, or are you going to leave the driving to somebody else?
I'm not sure which shift is this happening on my shift or.
Yes,
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'll do drive.
because somebody got you lost.
You're welcome.
Let's see. So maybe he'll try to use survival to pick his way through the herd and avoid kind of the area where they would congregate.
Sure. You could use survival or driving. I'd let it be your choice.
Okay, I'm better with the survival, so I'll go there.
Fair enough. All right. And Planck.
I would like to use science
Okay.
and perhaps tap into
Use
any.
science.
I gotta science the crap out of it. No, use science to kind of like zoology. Is there anything that I could do with driving if I drive slower, or if we were to drive slower, drive less aggressively, more aggressively? If there's a way to kind
I
of
mean,
mimic.
okay. So you're going to use science to do that, to kind of like basically figure out like kind of attack patterns, sort of thing.
Yeah, like if we were to drive further away, would they back off? Or if we need to get closer to
Okay.
assert dominance or something like that to
Sure. All
improve
right.
our chances of not getting derailed.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So everybody roll for your skill.
Okay. Nope. I'm just a bot. The coalition don't listen to me.
All right. So, nope. No. You've got your wild die, so you got a 4.
Right.
You got a 7 there. So you convince one of the guys to get on the turret, and Kriptk gets a couple of raises, so that's good. Everybody got successes. All right, so gonna roll on a different table real quick.
So many tables.
All right. Everyone, give me a athletics roll.
Athletics.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Red, what did you do to the people that create and operate Roll20? What did you do?
I have no idea.
My
have no
God,
idea. They
the
just
other
like
two.
the
What?
I would like to spin the Benny, sir.
Sure,
And reroll.
go for it.
Making it rain bennies.
Hey.
Oh, thank God.
And Ella's. Oh no, you rolled crit fail. Never mind.
Yeah, I can't re-roll a
Yeah,
Benny,
yeah.
unfortunately.
So Kriptk, you're fine. Let's see. So you're fine. And Planck, you also got a success. But for whatever reason, Ellis, you are fatigued. You're going to take 2 levels of fatigue, which is on your character sheet. And if you're at 2 of 2, so you're not.
I'm
You've
alchemist.
never been tired before, but you're tired now. Like you don't know why, but it's just you were bouncing around because unlike everybody else, when these things charged it into the vehicle, which is what they did, they may not have done any damage, but they bounced you around. You weren't secured anywhere, so you kind of ping pong balled around. You didn't take any damage, but your little thrusters have been compensating, and you're very tired. You're a little overheated in the thrusters. So yeah, there we go.
Do I notice that? Can I?
Yeah, he'll
Is
be
there-
fine. He just needs some time.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there's anything I can do to help mitigate or speed up
No,
recovery.
no.
Okay,
Like everybody got kind of beat up and banged up in that. So,
sure.
but luckily you all succeeded. So nobody took a wound, which is a possibility if you fail on your roll.
Well,
Or
creatures
D4
that big,
wounds.
yeah.
Yeah. So you press on. All right. As you're changing, give who's taking over driving?
Me.
All right. Now
That
at
way,
this
Kriptk
point,
can get us back on the path. So
all right. So Kriptk survival.
Okay, let's see. Sorry.
That's all right.
There it goes.
There it goes. All right. He's got you back on track. And you're actually let's see. You're the APC actually takes has a little bit of an issue.
I also just had a quick look that my power plant doesn't affect my fatigue. It's physical exertion. I don't get physical exertion or fatigue from physical exertion, but I don't think this is physical exertion. So
it's more metaphysical exertion.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by stupid humans.
That's why I'm flavoring it as your thruster unit. Your little hover unit got overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Again, none of this is things you were designed for.
No. I'm just a doctor.
Just a doctor. Hover doc. So yeah, give me a let's see. Actually, we'll just roll on here. All right. Um, so the handling is starting to go on the APC, so it's at -1 now for the driving tests. On top of the fact that it's kind of getting a little tired and worn out. Um, so yeah. So it's the continuous trip. At this point, you've been driving for 18 hours straight. Uh, it's starting to get a little worn out.
Mhm.
Do we need to stop and have me do some repairs?
It's up to
Well, you
you.
could
I
ask
mean,
the
it's
coalition
still
troops
going.
how long that they can go
Well,
without.
if everybody is amenable, we can take a break because I think I would rather repair something minor than have something go horribly wrong and try to make a major repair.
I am
Which,
also going to point out that Kriptk and Planck, you've now been awake for 24 hours.
so what are you trying to say?
As says Maria. Actually, no, Maria was taking a nap.
Maria's the smart one of the bunch, so yeah, absolutely, she took a nap.
Yeah, Maria's
She
the
knows
combat
what's what.
smart one. Planck's the actual smart
Yeah,
one.
I'm book smart.
hmm And Kriptyk's just for spare parts. Oh wait.
Well, that took a turn.
All right. So
Now, are
yeah,
do we need to roll survival to see if this is an okay place to stop and do repairs, or
you could give me a survival roll to find a suitable place.
this looks great?
At least you got
Did you
over a
wanna
4.
did you
Oh
wanna
god, I
Benny
want to
that
spend a Benny
Kriptk?
because
Can we both roll it? I rolled a 5.
Sure.
Why not?
I thought you did roll it.
oh, I rolled a 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
was
rolling 5.
I'm sorry.
Kriptk
Let
rolled
me
a 3.
All right. I
Oh,
was confused.
I
Oh,
just
it is
I
yours.
just I just threw my Benny out.
Well, you can re-roll it anyway.
I
Just
can't
got
pull
a
it back.
D6. Maybe able to get a bit more. Maybe able to raise it. You never know.
No, just need to do a I mean, we just need a
You found a
success.
location that will not penalize you for using it.
Okay. All right. Then thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Just throwing bennies out like, "Oh my god, I don't want to
That's what you're
die
supposed to
here."
do in this game. Is you're supposed to blow through bennies left and right, and I give them right back.
Okay, then I am going to roll a repair.
Okay. All right. You're able to get it. Matter of fact, not only are you able to get it back up and functioning, you're able to repair the previous issue with it as well.
Hooray!
So yeah, and you all take a kind of a bit of, but Plank, you're getting fatigued yourself, just because
Yeah,
you've been up now for a while. You've
probably
been up for like 26
close to
hours.
30 hours, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I've
at
done that.
this point,
Don't
yeah,
do that, kids.
yeah. I hit a wall at 36 and I just bleh.
hmm
I'm sure you all wanted to know that. You're welcome. Uh, so if I can, do we just want to camp and get some sleep? Because I mean, we've made pretty good time. We've driven for, you
Yeah,
know, 24 hours
you figure
straight.
another 6 hours of travel, and you should be back.
It's only
Now I'm
6
going to
hours.
ask.
Let's just press through and get back then. Would be Kriptyk's vote. If we're that close. Because otherwise, we start sleeping. Maybe these guys get loose. Maybe the commander is able to do something goofy.
Yeah. Well, Maria's been sleeping, so I mean, she could keep them covered. If anybody in this crew were to keep somebody covered, she's the one. Do we just want to? Do we want to catch like a 3 hour power nap and have Maria keep an
I
eye
could
on the
try and
prisoners?
drive. I could try and drive, but not going to hold my breath about me actually doing well. I may make more damage. And Alice will just say that out loud. It's like, I can try, but I may do more
Do it.
damage than I
Make
did
the
to
little
Kriptk.
robot man drive.
As long as he has his driver's license and can see over the dash.
No and no.
He's got a wild eye.
Yeah.
He's not that, terribly unskilled compared to the rest of you. So,
That's fair.
Well, I am unskilled. I don't have
Yeah.
any skill in driving, so it's an
Yeah.
unskilled roll.
it's a D4 -2.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them may not have much more than a D4. I don't know.
Yeah, I have just the D4, so I'm
Yeah,
not going to throw stones.
Not, you got this.
Mhm. So should I try it and let you two have a bit of a kip?
Yeah, and Maria will roll survival.
Yeah. Shall we try it, or should we stop and set up camp?
I think at this point I'm probably ready to just fall over, so I'm just going to take a seat and pass out.
Fair. Maria's like, yeah, I'll navigate. I got this.
Okay, so let's see.
Here we go. She
As I
looks
said,
at you
I
and she's
don't-
like, let's do it, robot doc.
As I said, I
Hot
don't
doc?
have a
If you click on your character sheet, Red, if you go up to the upper left corner and click the padlock,
Yeah.
it actually should open up the skills, and there's an unskilled that you can click there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, try that.
Yeah, we're going the right way.
So we'll just need to drive another 12 hours. That's cool.
Yeah. And since that's in that one, I can't re-roll that.
That
I
went
think.
horribly wrong.
No, as long as they're both not natural ones, you can do the reroll. So you can spend a Benny if
Okay.
you want.
I'm gonna spend a Benny. See if I
And
can
Maria will also spend a Benny.
get something.
Hey!
Hey, Maria knows the way.
Oh no!
They're not natural ones, though, so
No,
that's
natural
okay.
As I said, I can try. It'll probably work out badly, but it can work. No. And unfortunately, I
I can hear Maria now. No, to the left. The left.
No,
the
left,
left. Your
left,
other
left,
left.
yep.
Left.
And then there's like a kadoosh as Ellis kind of wedges the APC between a couple of trees. You'll probably be able to get it out. I mean, but
Well, we'll stop now.
for the time being, having a little break, letting the engine
I did
cool,
that on
as
purpose.
it were.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah. I see some lumberjacking in our very near future here.
Yeah, Roll 20 doesn't like me tonight, apparently.
It does
It can-
not.
Hey,
Except when I'm trying to heal the enemy.
oh boy. Let's see.
All right, so you guys get your rest, and you wake up and you're like, "We're not moving." Does Ellis look sheepish at all?
If he could, he's just sitting on the chair, just not doing anything. It's like,
Maria's just like, it was his first time. He's, these things happen.
He's not from around here, so
Yeah. He's like, I'll go get us loose. And she like pulls out her vibro longsword and she starts walking out.
he's probably cussing in technocans that probably Planck can understand it.
I can understand.
Imaginary numbers. I just hit my, just punched my. Oh,
Actually,
fun.
would the fatigue add
Mhm.
any additional?
Oh yeah, those would have been additional penalties,
Oh yeah.
like -2 on top of all that. So yeah, it was just not meant to be. You'll... Well, actually, no. You probably had time for you to rest and recover, so
Mhm.
your fatigue is probably dropped by now.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Well,
But she
basically,
comes...
we'll say that basically after I jammed it, I would probably go rest myself.
Yeah,
Rest
and
enough to
she
unfatigue.
yeah. So Maria will go out. She'll cut the trees, cut you loose, and you're ready to go. And she's like, "All right, boys, you're up."
Who wants to drive now?
You know what? How about I drive and you do the navigating because we don't need to be lost again.
Works.
All right.
Hey, you
Yay!
made it! And
Woo!
as you get near, Maria like reaches forward and like grabs the radio, and she starts radioing in to Castle Refuge. And with that, you have arrived safely back at
Huzzah!
Castle Refuge with a mighty prize.
Mhm.
A few prizes.
Indeed, not the least of which is your weekly pay.
Hey, we get paid.
Yeah. Let's see. Kriptk. Actually, all of you get 900 credits for as your weekly pay. Should be a spot on your sheet.
Yep.
And then you will get also like 100,000 credits each for bringing back a pretty much relatively undamaged coalition APC that is still pretty much fully armed, fully loaded, and you also secured a bunch
4
of
coalition
refugees.
units.
Yeah.
And 4 coalition units.
Mm-hmm.
3 grunts and 1 leader.
So you
Yep,
said
and
100,000 each?
3 robots.
Yeah, 100,000 each.
Damn, that's a nice
Nice.
payout.
It's still only a third of what that thing costs, so
Whatever, it's free money essentially.
it is.
Well, it's more money
is.
than I did have on me, which is 0.
Mhm. And that means that, in between sessions, you guys can do some shopping and buying and whatnot. But there might be other things that you want to look into while you're here at Castle Refuge.
Can we spend money to increase skills?
No.
Yeah, can I go to a driving school here at the Legion and pay for some
No.
driving lessons and up a die type?
No.
No.
Dang it! I tried.
Maybe with an advancement after this session.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
give me
that
your money for the
advancement-
thing that you get for free anyway. Okay.
I think the one advancement that I took, I got driving trained. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just need to
Might
do
be able
that
to
again.
up it again. We'll have to take a look.
So-
But I mean, and when the time comes, you can look at, buying new weapons or armor or what have you, gear, equipment, etc. Like you guys
Would
actually
I
have
be
enough
able to
money
get
now.
armor,
You could
is
look
the
at getting
question.
like a good vehicle or the modding out your ATV or whatever. There's a lot of options.
So Kriptk talks to Ellis and says, "All right, we're back in civilization. Put my arm back on."
Okay.
All right.
Let's head you back to the medical facility or wherever that is. Medical
Sure.
tent. Whatever.
Yep.
Would
They
it be the
have
medical
they have
tent?
a medical ward, yeah.
Can the medical ward use the little refrigerator box that I created?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I just give it to the medical department for
Okay.
medical
Okay, that's-
purposes.
They're very impressed with your ingenuity.
Duh. I mean, no, you're welcome. That's cool. Here to serve.
All right.
Okay,
Now
so
that-
that's a raise.
That is a raise. So
Actually,
yes, you are.
Seeing as I'm gonna see if I can re-roll this. I'm gonna spend a penny to re-roll that, even
All
though
right.
it's a good roll.
It's a good roll.
'Cause
It just didn't have
it
any
is good.
greens. There you go.
Yeah.
See,
They're pretty
same
much
thing.
the same.
Yeah.
It's just exactly the same
But
role.
you are, and that's what you needed. You needed a success with a raise to reattach his arm. You have done so. It's gonna
Yay!
be.
I mean, there's probably still a bit of a seam there that you can see, but
Oh yeah. It's still gonna be a bit before it's 100%. He's gonna need a day or two.
So there's probably still the bandages around there.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
physical therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Did always put
But-
it on backwards. That's all I care about.
No.
Or is it the right way?
No, but he did remove your head in the process. He did put that back on backwards. And then you went.
Now you can see
Why
behind
didn't
you.
anybody tell me my ass is this big? All right.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Spaceballs reference for you kids. So there we go.
There was a man named that's named Mel Brooks, and he made funny movies. Kids.
Yeah.
Oh, good old Spaceballs.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So you got your arm
you've got
back.
your
You
arm
didn't
back
have
now.
to go to a ley line. Look at that.
Cool.
Gordo and I, we're coming up
Kriptk
with
probably
all the
has
stuff
his
he
own
could
healing
do.
abilities that could probably speed it up a little bit. Speed up.
Oh yeah,
healing.
he could with enough potential, say with enough PPE, he could do a ritual and theoretically regenerate an entire his entire arm.
But he's now got his arm back with a sporty new bandage.
Your repositioning of service.
And a cool scar and a story.
That's right.
And,
So you're
and
actually
as Alice will say to Kriptk, see what I mean? It's a little bit harder in an APC. Once I've got the right tools in the right area, I can do well.
I take back most of the bad things I said about you. Thank you very much.
take back most of that.
Most.
3/4.
That's all I can ask.
That's it.
So, you guys are back at Castle Refuge, and you're going to be here for a few days while Kriptk recovers. Like, it's major surgery. Is there anything that you want to do or investigate or check out? Maybe, you might be able to find out what those refugees you brought in knew. There's probably people here that can cast magic that might be able to let them communicate with them.
I would like to do 2 research roles, if possible.
Okay. What are you doing the
The
research
first
for?
research role was to find out what these DBs were or are, like what
Okay.
species they are and all that fun stuff. So that would be the first research role, and then the second research role would be what he was talking to Planck about, trying to figure out how to make synth skin.
Okay. So give me your rolls.
Okay, so first one.
Okay.
That, on the wild die, I got a raise. So.
Yeah. So the DBs are everyone's taking to calling them the Flavirkin. The Flavirkin don't communicate quite the same way that most other species communicate. They don't really use a lot of spoken sounds. It's a lot more olfactory, sense and that sort of thing, and a lot of body language, which is part of what made the communication process kind of difficult. So that's that, and then your other research.
The other research.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me roll 2 nat ones. Just a success.
All right,
On
you
the
do
wild.
hear that they don't necessarily have someone that does it here in Castle Refuge, but there is there have been things similar to the synth skin that you were talking about that has been seen in the Coalition, but rarely, only for the upper echelons. It's also believed that the new German Republic, which you don't know what that is, has some similar procedures. So it's not unheard of here. It's just rare. And it's usually reserved for those with access to wealth in this world.
Ones that get paid 100,000 credits every single hour.
Yeah.
And Alice will find Planck after learning that and let him know that we do have that technology here, but it is very rare and very expensive.
Well, if it's here, then that means it's possible to get that information from somewhere. Or even a sample in which we can try to reverse engineer it.
Indeed.
Okay, good to know. John, I would like to... This is going to be kind of complex. I would like to work towards making some kind of translation device. You said that they use smells and body language. I would like to work on making a sensor, basically like an electronic nose, to, pick up these scents and try to have that at least be part of a system to help translate or better facilitate communication.
Sure. Absolutely.
But I don't know if that would be... Do you want me to roll linguistics and electronics or linguistics and science?
That's a good question. I will let you take your pick of those three. And I would also say that you could probably enlist Ellis's help with that.
Okay.
If you'd like.
Yes. Let's see. Well, if I were to do electronics, that would kick a lot of butt. So I'm going to try that. And then does Ellis roll to assist, essentially? Or how does that work?
I'm sorry, what was that?
If I were to enlist Ellis's aid, are you saying that he would need to roll 2 and assist the roll, essentially?
Yeah,
or...
yeah, basically.
Okay.
So I roll electronics as well?
You get to use whatever skill you think would contribute to it.
I would, as a recommendation, I think, because we're trying to make an electronic device that picks up scents. So if I could get your assistance to better identify the chemicals that make up the smells that they're generating.
Which you actually have the advanced sensors, so you actually probably have something along those lines.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That sounds more like, well, if Alice were to hear Planck say that, he would think it's probably more of a science role, but my electronics is higher, so...
Well, you could probably, with the electronics, you could help him lay out, like, what types of, like, components he would need. That would kind of give him...
what kind of components he would need to sense different senses. What sensors need to be used to sense the sensors that he's looking for. There you go.
My electronics roll is a D12 plus 2.
Okay.
So
mine's just a D10, so...
Okay.
So we're still pretty high on electronics.
Nice.
2 nat ones. Nope. Just...
No. All right. So you got a bunch of successes. You have... It's a crude translator, but it will work with species that do develop more... use more of a scent-based communications.
Okay. What I think I would like to do, like in the next iteration, is to add to this system to actually be able to generate smells back.
Okay.
So have canisters of different chemicals that could make up those scent components to push out.
Okay.
But that's a future thing, I guess.
Down the road, yeah.
Yeah. But for right now, if we can just at least get a basic understanding of stuff and start a conversation, or start to have the ability to have a conversation.
Or being able to understand them is better than being able to talk back to them, essentially.
Okay. So one of the things I'm going to give you as you're working, because you're working closely with the with these DBs to help understand their language, and they had magic users using like speak language working with you as well to help kind of developed the codex for the language. Is it turns out that they are in fact DBs. They come from kind of a almost like Stone Age type society, and they a rift opened and demons came pouring out and were attacking them, and they fled from the demons, and another rift opened and they wound up here, and some of the demons pursued them, but they managed to get away from the demons, and then they ran into the coalition. That went the way that it did.
Welcome to our dimension, kids.
Right. And you also do, since you were the one to bring him in, they do inform you that oddly enough, the coalition was sent out, those troops were sent out from Fort El Dorado, which is one of the newest coalition states and one of the most anti-DB fanatical states. So oddly enough, they were sent from there, and their job was to capture these and bring these DBs back. And that's not usually what the coalition does when they do something like usually they would just use them for target practice. So
would they be trying to use them for perhaps propaganda of see we're being invaded and we need to okay.
I have no idea. No.
Okay. Well, at least they're getting a hot meal and protection here, and hopefully we can make up for that crappy entrance into our world.
Right.
A bit.
Kriptk, anything that you wanted to do with your few days of recovery?
So I think he would want to research more about the proximity of nearby ley lines, because ultimately, if he can somehow use that as we continue our missions, that would be helpful. So,
okay, all right, okay. So, a few days goes by, and Maria invites you out for drinks. Is anyone going to take
Alice doesn't drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kriptk will.
Alice will go out for the conversation, but he doesn't drink because he can't. There's no more.
Well, you could still show up.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's still going. He's still going to show up. Socialize.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
So
just sit on the bar most of the night.
Okay. So she, it's a dive bar. It's a bar that headhunter dudes, partial conversion cyborgs and whatnot like to hang out, and they, what are you having to drink? And there's a lot of dwarves in here because there's a lot of dwarves at Castle Refuge, and they do, and
of course, dwarves are drawn to alcohol.
Yeah, they do some brewing here, that's for sure.
Alice would probably be seeing all the cybernetics. He's just having a field day looking at all the different kind of cybernetics that people have.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you cute shade monkeys and your fancy technology. Ooh.
You even see some that you're like, how does that work? Because that doesn't look like it's made out of the right materials. So there's people there with all kinds of different things. There is a variety of folk here.
So Alice is just having a field day, just lapping it all in about all the different variations of technology that these people are sporting.
And there's
some you have super advanced ones, some are.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot together. Of non-human DBs hanging out, things that Ellis has never seen before, beings that he's never seen before, physiologies, all kinds of weirdness.
Well, this is probably also the first time he's out of the medical tent, seeing all this. So it's, wow, this is so interesting.
Matter of fact, for most of you, this is probably your first time really being this up close with a lot of DBs and even just these kind of rough and tumble troopers and whatnot. And so yeah, Anything you particular? She buys you a round of shots for well, she buys a shot for each of you.
And motor
Yeah.
oil for my friend.
Yeah. Pats Kriptk on his non-healing shoulder. It's like, good to see you in one piece.
Good.
Planck,
Who would
nice
trust
shooting.
me?
Gonna call you Deadeye from now on.
I'll take it.
She actually
try-
starts telling people about your shot.
One shot, one kill.
Then she's talking about the dead boy who set himself on fire with his own plasma ejector.
Yep.
That was pretty funny.
Uh,
I am going to kill you.
Anything? Is there anything anybody wants to do while you're hanging out at the bar?
I was gonna say try and find out more about her background.
Okay.
What's her history?
Sure. Hers is.
Alice. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alice would probably float around the bar and just mostly go to the ones with subnecks and ask where they got them, what they like, how they work, and all that fun stuff.
All right. Give me. Let's see. Let me skill list real quick. Let's see. Give me a persuasion check, because you're not the intimidating type.
No. 3 on each.
Nobody's really talking to you. They're like, "All right, little guy, whatever. Can you get me another beer?" They're a little dismissive, very rude. And then let's see. I was talking about something, and then you asked, and I've forgotten it.
Yeah.
Train. Off
Sorry.
track. That's all right. It
We
happens.
were gonna ask her about her background, where she.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Maria's background.
Maria's background. So she grew up on a farm out in the country, and she knew that there was a better life out there in one way or another. They had an incident where there was some monsters that came tearing through the farm, and a glitter boy showed up and saved the farm and saved most of them. And so she wanted to be like that. She wanted to not be afraid of the monsters. So she worked hard as a mercenary, and when she had the credits, she did some stuff to augment herself, because sometimes you need a little extra to fight the monsters. So and then she heard about the castle refuge, and she liked the idea of helping people. So that's what she's doing. Simple as that.
Nice.
You get the impression there's probably more, but she's not going to go into it right now.
That's for close friends.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is fair.
So night passes, unless there's anything else you guys want to do.
Their brewing system here, is it? I mean, can it use a little technological love to improve output or
You're
quality?
going to ask to inspect their brewery?
Absolutely, I would.
Give me a persuasion roll.
I'd love to see the tech that you're using.
Show me your pipes and your barrels.
I'll ask that, but not as creepy and weird.
You have offended. Oh, yeah, you can't re-roll that.
Yeah. How about
You-
no fucking way you're gonna look at our
Yeah.
stuff? How's that?
You offended the bar owner and their microbrew. Like you're like, yeah, I just want to see it, if there's ways I can improve your stuff. And she took it that as to be like, your stuff sucks. I could make it better. And so you are promptly escorted out of the bar, and you're not allowed into the bar for quite some time.
Can I profusely apologize to at least maybe shorten my exile from the bar?
It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. You're gonna have to earn it back.
Yeah, okay. Damn it. Well, that turned out poorly. All right.
So as you're standing outside the bar there, Planck, one of the a Legion soldier approaches you, and you see that they've got some rank on them, and they're like, "Are you Wilhelm Planck?"
Yes, sir, I am.
And you brought back that coalition APC.
Yes, sir, we did.
Where is the rest of your team?
They're inside the bar, sir. I'm out here just getting some fresh air.
Mm-hmm. You wait here. I will be right back.
Yes, sir.
All right. And person goes in, and Kriptk, there's a tap on your shoulder. The bad one.
Ow! Quit that.
Just had that sewed on.
And you turn around, and there is a officer with the Legion. He's like, Kriptk?
Who's asking?
The Legion is asking.
I thought it was the Legion. Are we
Yes.
all the Legion?
Something like that. I'm guessing this is the right person. Go wait outside with your friend.
I've heard about you. Yeah. Get outside.
And then he walks over and taps Ellis, and he's like, "All right, showtime's over. Come outside with me."
But there's so many cybernetics in here.
You
So
can look later.
interesting. Says that if I'm thinking the commander can just probably lift, just drag him out.
Pretty much. So you get outside, and he's like, "Follow me," and leads you into a secure wing of Castle Refuge, and into a room. And he pulls out your translation device that you've built.
I've never seen that thing in my entire life. Can I go?
You're not in trouble. Actually, we're pretty impressed. We've been trying to crack the linguistic challenges of communicating with species that primarily rely on olfactory senses, for quite some time, and you cracked it in a few days.
So that's why I came here.
Here's what we're going to need you to do. We need you to field test this. Because right now there's a big problem brewing up in Minnesota. The hivelands are covered with Zitics. All of you, except probably Ellis, all of you. Kriptk and Planck, I keep forgetting I've only got 3 players. Kriptk and Planck, give me a common knowledge roll.
Your star is city.
What'd you say, Red?
No,
Ooh, nice.
All right.
it's just Alice thought that the commander started because he was a Zidic. Because hearing Zidic, it just sounds like a starter.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. And you both know what Zitics are. Zitics are an aggressive, hive-minded species of insectoid DB that has taken over whole sections of Minnesota. They build these hives, these massive hives, and so forth. And there does not seem to be any communicating with them. They don't use technology the same way that we do. There's just a lot of unknowns, but they are aggressive and territorial. And he's like, and I'm Colonel Bilmont. I'll be kind of in charge of this. We're going to send you to Minnesota, or at least get close enough to one. We want you to start field testing this translation device. Anything that can give us an edge on being able to either understand or maybe even communicate one day with the Zitics would be helpful. We've tried using psychics, but they get overwhelmed by the hive mind. It's too much. We're thinking maybe something on this end of things might work better, because they are a very, very grave threat to everyone.
So
But
when
we'll
you
get
say, go ahead. Sorry.
But we'll get you applied up as best we can, make your purchases, and Maria is needed elsewhere, but we'll be assigning another security officer to accompany you.
Okay.
When do we leave?
As soon as possible.
Is there a science team that's gathered data already that we could get some information, like society structure? I mean, like if we were to use this device, do we need to talk to a lower level and then a queen or whatever is the core of the hive mind? Do we...
We'll hand over what information we have on the Zitics for you.
Okay. Absolutely. I'm excited to do
Absolutely.
this.
You're excited? Yeah, that's good. All right.
Yeah, it's a new challenge.
Yeah.
I assume it's not friendly territory between here and Minnesota.
Nope. Between here and Minnesota is the coalition states.
I'm a little less...
Specifically, either you're going to have to go through Coalition State Missouri, which is more recent and not as heavily settled, or you're going to have to go right through Chi-Town and Old Illinois. And you may also come across refugees from Tolkien still on their way here or looking for refuge. So you've got a long journey ahead of you. I would be sure to get some rest.
Catch up on sleep. Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. I'm just trying to... Let's see. It is 5 to midnight.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if our producer is there.
Is there... oh, go ahead.
Oh, hang it. Go ahead, Planck.
Equipment-wise, being who I am, I can't think of anything else that I would need except raw materials.
For what? Oh, for just...
For whatever.
Yeah. For like repair and supply, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like... never mind. This is out of game discussion. I apologize.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm getting sleepy, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't suppose that there's any sort of blimp or airship of some kind that we could requisition to make the trip faster.
Possibly. We don't really do requisitions per se, but you all did just get a nice bonus. Maybe you'll find something that would be serviceable for the 3 or 4 of you.
Cool.
That is a decision I leave to you all.
Like a really heavily armored RV would be awesome.
If only you had one, like the size of a bus with like a turret. No, wait. Several turrets.
Somehow I have the feeling, like if we managed to pick up 2, they'd let us have one. But we brought one in. I'm sure they want to tear it apart and look at that and adapt stuff or pull their weapons off of it and put it on their own stuff. Were I a betting man?
Maybe. Or they just, repaint it and stick it back out in the field.
So like the armor I've managed to pick up, yeah. Yeah, that's something I need to do in the downtime.
Oh, yeah.
Is repaint this armor.
repaint the armor, and a lot of that stuff you'll get reimbursed for, bringing all that stuff in. So I'll get those amounts to you, and we can do that off stream. And yeah, you guys will have some money to play with. Maybe you can custom build some armor plating for Ellis. Just a little bit of armor plating.
I wouldn't mind coming up with some kind of like small set of suit of armor, like feudal type armor, just to confuse the crap out of people. See this little floating knight from the Middle Ages.
It's either that or you put like one of those inflatable like horse inner tubes, and you just fit him in there. And he's just like he's riding a horse. I'm terribly sorry. All right.
Are you
No.
really?
No.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So it is midnight my time. So
Yep.
I think that's a good time to wrap it. If that's cool with everyone, I think we're at a good spot. Oh yes. So coming up tomorrow night over here on Slices and Dices, they're gonna. I'm sorry. Repeat that. Yep. It's they're gonna be doing Fiasco tomorrow. Here on Slices and Dices.
Same place.
Yep, same time, same place. And then next week, Thursday, they are going to be doing session 1 of the Terminator RPG,
Yes.
where I believe, Red, you're in that, right?
I am indeed.
Yeah. So that should be good times.
Nice.
That'll be very fun. And their session 0 is up on YouTube for the Terminator RPG. And
Already
I
got
believe
quite a few views, which is good.
Yeah, and I believe they did Fiasco a little while ago, but it's up on YouTube, so give it a check. Check it out. It's cool.
A
Fun
long
stuff.
session of Fiasco, I think it was like a 5-hour session for the last
Yeah.
Fiasco session. So it'd be like a long one. But it's going to be shorter to this week, or tomorrow, hopefully. There's
Yeah,
a limit on how much roleplay
Never
they
know.
can do, so hopefully that will make it go quick.
That's fair. All right. So I think with all of that, I think it's time we sign off for the evening. Thank you all who stayed with us and watched, and everyone that tuned in, or if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. This is awesome. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, thanks for running, John. This is
yeah.
a really great game. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm John, and you can find me in places on the Discord over at Slices and Dices and whatnot. I like to run games and play in them. Whatever.
That's the truth.
I'm easy. And then I'll just let people kind of, do their little plugs here and there. We'll start with Kriptk this time. We'll make it interesting.
Sure. So don't have a lot to plug. I'm enjoying this game a lot. Thanks, John, for running it. It's awesome. Active over on the Alamo City Gaming Discord, where I run a couple of games there. And just looking forward to our next session. Thanks.
Cool. Brad, why don't you go?
Not much to say about me. You can find me on Twitter, whatever, B Ludwig. I post random crap.
He does.
It's a lot of random crap. That's pretty much it.
All right, and then Red.
You can try and find me in different places on the internet. I float around from place to place, mostly on your gaming subscription websites like your Steam, your Origin, your GOG, places like that. Mostly on Discord, where I just randomly talk shit about everyone, to everything, about everything.
Fair enough. All right. So, and I also want to give a big old shout out again to our awesome producer, DM Matt G,
Yes.
the guy behind Slices and Dices, I think. And he's awesome and amazing and let us do this. And we have had a great time. So let the good times keep rolling. As he says, it's take care of yourself, take care of others, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. And everybody have a wonderful rest of your day, whether it be sleeping or going to work, whatever. Be cool.
But hopefully sleeping, because sleeping's more fun than work.
That's true. That's true. All right.
Wrong.
Night all.
Good night.